Hi, chat. One moment. One moment. I got to turn off my camera. This is in the episode right now. You guys are seeing some behind the scenes. First time ever. All right. I need webcam. Deactivate. Cinematic view. And BRB. All right. And we're live. Hi, welcome to Fresh Rolls. This is a weekly D&D show where usually I'm the DM, but instead, Tofar, if you want to, you can just take over this episode from here.
Yeah, let me fast as soon as I... The fuck did I leave it? Matt, do you want to... do you have a little introduction real fast about D&D? How much you love it?
Yes, I do. Sure, why not? D&D, it's a D20 system, played on a tabletop or over Discord if you're really freaky about it like we are. You roll dice, you role play, and you're a real fucking nerd for doing it, but that's a good thing. There you go. That's D&D for you. You can pick up the rules as we play.
It's a basic system. Only nerds and virgins play it. If you're a real adult, you play groups.
Amazing. If you play Pathfinder, what's wrong with you? No, we might be switching to Pathfinder and Duskwater. Not gonna lie.
Oh damn.
No, I take it back. D&D is great. I'm happy to be here. Hi, Felix. Here, ready for my close up. Let's do this.
Yeah. Oh wait, I can actually do that. I think. Hold on. Yeah. There's your close up.
Oh no.
God. You're all close up.
Oh no. I did not shave. I did not.
Okay. Well, we're taking you off the one. You know what? I might try and do some close up shit for whoever's talking. I don't know if that's gonna look good for everybody watching, but we'll try it out. We'll see how it works. As if I don't already have enough to keep track of.
Oh gosh, Matt's gonna have me over here like, well, next time we play D&D, you better go and get a super fresh face.
Yeah, right.
He's gonna be doing close-ups over here.
If you don't want close-ups, then we don't have to do close-ups.
I know, like I'm still like wiping sleep crust out of my eyes and stuff.
Okay, we won't do that then.
Next
time we'll give you all a warning.
Yeah, once we get that like higher production money, we'll start like doing ourselves up a little bit.
Yeah. Once we get everybody like ring lights and shit.
I have all that. I'm just too lazy to put them up.
Yeah, I like the overhead lighting. I think it makes me look a little bit more menacing.
I like my dramatic side of the face lighting I've got with this one key light over here.
You got the dark shadow on one side, so
yeah.
It's just like I'm waiting for you to be like.
I think it's nice and dramatic. Oh. Jesus fucking Christ. It didn't save my character sheet. So that's what I'm going to be doing to start off with.
Speed run.
Neat.
If you need me to stall, I can talk about the one shot I made.
Or Roman, if you want to.
Yeah, if you want to get started on...
Introduce the story.
Do you have time? Or do you need more time?
No, I think I got everything here.
Okay, cool.
Unless I absolutely flub something or make something up. But yeah, welcome everyone. We're telling the story of the Curse of Diceus. I hope this is going to show up. There you go.
There we go.
The Curse of Diceus.
Yeah. It's hand painted and everything. This is a homebrewed campaign. I spoke with Matt kind of before running it to kind of get the approval for certain things. And I've integrated into the world of Duskwater. This story takes place roughly, let's say, a month before the events of the first one shot of that, which has been a couple months since I think we ran actually.
Yeah.
It's been quite a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is kind of a side story, if you will, in the same universe. Different characters. And you all find yourself in the city of Undertow, home of Ripple Tidewalker. So, you guys actually find yourself in the what are they called? The Siren's Kiss, a fancy burlesque, an upper scale kind of burlesque club in Undertow, and we kind of go around, look around the odds faces of the burlesque club, and who do we have first there? But start off with Preoccupied. Preoccupied, who is? What you doing there?
He's remaking his character sheet.
We have Fallow, who is a really short barrel cactus in a frilly white shirt like a waiter would wear, and kind of like one of those black waistbands, or no, we'll say a red waistband because he's the bartender, and black what are supposed to be black slacks, but because he's a barrel cactus, he doesn't have legs. I think, does he have legs?
They do have legs.
They do have legs. Oh, okay. So he's just got like really barrel-y pants. And yeah, yes.
If you kind of a reference that I've been using for especially the barrel variety is did you ever play Marvel vs. Capcom 2?
I did not.
No worries. I'm sorry, I probably should have gone over this with you. The general idea is that they're very round, kind of short, stumpy legs.
Yeah.
Go ahead and link something in the chat. This is from a game that I quite love, and this was kind of a big inspiration for that kind of
Is everybody
design.
cool if I show chat right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. I'm like 90% sure yes.
Awesome. In cast only?
It's the cast only voice chat.
Oh, I didn't know this was a thing. Oh, I like
yeah.
him. I like him a lot.
I forget about that. You
Let
can open the chat.
me. There's a chat in the.
So
Oh,
if you
that's
hover,
cool.
if you go to cast only, there's a little chat bubble next to create
Oh,
invite, and you just click
I
it.
see. Oh, hell yeah!
Oh,
The handsome little dude.
What a
love
guy.
They
it.
are. I love them so much. So we have Fallow, bartender of the Siren's Kiss. And Fallow, what are you doing there?
Fun.
Matt.
Wait, what? Oh, Fallow. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I thought
Fallow, what
I
are you
heard
doing
fun.
there?
I was looking at my character sheet. Yeah. Fallow is behind the bar. You can barely see like the few prickles on top of his head over the bar, and he is currently shaking up a drink infused with cactus juice from his own body for somebody sitting at the bar.
Oh,
his
fantastic.
his waiter clothes are armored, by the way. He's a fighter. So he's got a little an appropriately sized greatsword off to the side of the bar, just in case people get rowdy.
Lovely. Next we swing over to assistant to a lot of the dancers, Draven.
Yeah, I think Draven's kind of backstage. Draven is a 7 foot tall. Sorry, my cat's trying to knock off the blinds in our kitchen. He's been a little shit. So Draven is he's a black furred minotaur. He's about like 7.5 feet tall. Huge kind of horns at his head and a big septum piercing. He's currently in his work attire, so he works at the Siren's Kiss as a bouncer and he's working as an apprentice burlesque dancer. So he has like tight black pants and black suspenders that show off his 4 pierced nipples, and he's ripped. He's huge, and he's running around he has like a feather boa over one shoulder, and he's like running around with like drinks, and he's like, "All right, who needed that drink? You, ma'am, absolutely. Hey, break a leg, right on. Yes, oh, and yes, you needed. Was it more glitter or less glitter? More glitter. Give me 2 seconds there, dearie." And he's running around. He looks to be a little bit older, on the wrong side of 40. Maybe a little bit too old. At his side, he has a rapier that he always keeps on him.
Okay, thank you so much. Next up, we have trying to put the sheet here. Flounder, what is your character doing at the bar?
So my character's name is Vesper, and he is a burlesque dancer at the club, and he is an astral elf. He's very like lean and kind of has a very like floaty grace about him. He dresses kind of think like Princess Jasmine style in his clothes, like very flowy and but also armored with like elven silver on it. He I think he isn't currently like performing or anything at the bar, but is more so like walking through the tavern and mingling with patrons and kind of, schmoozing up the patrons to maybe get a better tip when he goes up on stage.
Okay. And lastly, Fomar.
So my character is Fire. They are a changeling that works at the server as a club. They're about 5'5" changeling with they have I want to say like platinum blonde hair, but of course since they're a changeling they can change their appearance at any given time. Keep a little bow tie on because they like the bow tie look with the white shirt and then the black pants as part of their normal get up of the uniform as they go around here. But one of their biggest things of being a server is they like the gossip. They like to hear all the information that's going on around town. So depending on what information they get, they will trade that information for, some extra cash, even going as far as to changing their appearance to make that work for them as well.
Fantastic. So we have the whole crew here. Fantastic. So story kind of opens, and you guys are, doing your normal business. You are aware that it is payday, which a lot of you are very excited about, as you would be.
Yeah.
And shop starts kind of close up, and you realize the owner, named Gary, is nowhere to be found. And usually he's a very on-time gentleman. He's walks the floor, kind of handing out some of the pay stubs to some of his more or less busy workers, and then passing out the other ones later in the night. But he's nowhere to be found. Proceed.
Yeah, I think Draven walks over to Vesper, like in between schmoozing, and says, "Hey, Vesper. Hey, we got these. I got your nipple pasties freshly steamed right here for you. There, my friend. Have you seen the boss man? Haven't seen him around at all today. He's normally pretty punctual."
Thank you so much, Draven. I have been waiting for these all day. And I also have been looking for Gary for quite a while. No clue where he is, but I sure would love that paycheck.
You and I both. I owe my mentor pretty money for my burlesque lessons I've been getting myself. So I've got to deliver, or else I'm worried I'll be kicked back down a few notches.
And just as
Well-
you oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
And just as you say that, Draven, you actually see your mentor come out from behind the performance, which is like a little, it was a pretty big, almost like a, I can't remember what they call it, magnifying glass, as they are a pixie and they're pretty small. And they approach you. Draven, are you asking about Gary?
Yes, I am. Have you haven't happened to see him as of late, have you?
I believe he's actually over at the Golden Trident on business affairs. He's actually requested that we, some of us go actually meet him after shutting things down here.
All right, well, we do have a few more hours of performances and whatnot, but perhaps if the crowd is a little empty tonight, we could scuttle on off a little early.
Your mentor kind of turns around, very aware it's payday, and almost seem like they're really eager to just get out for the day. Finding their way over kind of this little mic setup where the DJ would be, and announcing, "Thank you all, tenants of the Siren's Kiss, but we are going to be closing for the day. Thank you so much." And there are some ahs and oohs. No one's really happy to see the show end early. But you have been getting shuffled out. So closing time is now there.
What is my mentor's name? Do we ever land on that?
We never landed on it. Do you want me to just come up with something else on the fly?
Yeah. Let's do a little improv. Zip zap zop.
I'm thinking Van Deer.
Van Deer. Do you have a moment? Do you mind if I kind of talk to you over here for a second?
Of course, my esteemed pupil. How can I help you?
Hey, kind of walks away from Vesper, kind of gives a polite little wave. Hey, so for quite some time, when do you think I'm going to have an opportunity to perform, sort of learn the craft a little bit more? I've been breaking my back, moving those mimosas and whatnot in the back, and doing laundry and whatnot.
Van Deer kind of, while still flying this entire time, kind of takes like a sitting, leaning back position, very much contemplating the answer, and just kind of comes out, Draven, it's just, you are this wonderful asset to the club as is, and I would hate to see the security of this place plunged down because we don't have you there anymore.
I mean, perhaps we could do a sort of... I'm so sorry. My cat's trying to climb the screen window. Get down! Sorry, that tabaxi over there is being a bit rowdy. Give me a second. And there's like a little kerfuffle, and he comes back. He's like rubbing his knuckles. You know how those cats can be. You're saying I'm doing too good of a job. Is that right?
Yeah, this is just in Felix Beats Cats.
Oh my goodness.
I don't beat them. I just constrict them.
That cat looks horrified.
He's on assuming mode.
He always looks like that. I'm not gonna lie.
He really does.
That's just his face. Don't
That's
do
just his
that.
face, dude.
Yeah. Okay, dude, go.
Bro is fucking
over there.
wired right now, though.
Not over there. Go. I mean, maybe we could do a sort of thing where I perform a few days out of the week to test the waters, and I can find some side help and whatnot.
Okay, tell you what. I've been requesting a certain day off later in the week, and I need to fill in. No one else is available. It's a slow day, so pressures are low, but if you show me, and they kind of fly close to you, that you're ready for this, I'll put in a good word with you. And they kind of rub your side of the nose and say, I know you got this. I see it in you.
Shucks there, Van Deer. Well, golly. And kind of curls his little, he has like a little goat beard kind of thing coming down, right? He's like, oh, gosh. I won't lay you down there.
Well, sweetheart, I also need you to get me that half of what you owe me still for those lessons I've been giving you.
Yes. As soon as I get paid from Gary, I'm dropping that 250 gold pieces in your inbox. You'll be seeing that soon.
And they kind of rub your back. Of course, buddy. Now you get out there and kind of tries to, like, they very much can't push you out of the bar, but, trying to get you to go and collect this pay. Van Deer kind of flies over to the bar and says, Barkeep, you still here?
Yes.
You on your way to go pick up the paycheck? I've sent out Draven already.
Oh, I didn't. Are we closed? I can't see over the bar.
Oh, they kind of look around and see as the club is kind of emptied out now. It's basically just like a cleaning staff. We've been closed for a bit, buddy.
That explains a lot. Okay.
Do you...
you hear some shuffling behind there and like some glasses clinking, maybe something shattering and a little oh shit. And then you see the big old greatsword leaning up against the wall like fall down. And you see Fallow walk out from the side of the bar just dragging this greatsword behind him.
All right, buddy. They kind of look over. They peer over the bar real fast to make sure nothing like important broke. You didn't drop like a bottle or anything.
No bottles, but it is a full pint glass that is now just shattered on the floor that I have not picked up.
They consider reaching out and saying something, but they're like, "It's fine. The cleaning staff will get it." Finally, Van Deer kind of flies over to Vesper. Oh, Vesper, how have the shows been going lately?
Well, I think they've been going pretty great. I would say anytime I am on stage is a fantastic time, so it can't really go bad.
And Van Deer kind of scooches closer, wanting to almost sit in the palm of your hands, very flirty almost.
Okay.
Well, love, I would say that your performances are quite electric, and I really need you to start looking out for Draven. They've been aspiring to get into this all.
I would love to give Draven some lessons if he needed.
Wonderful. Free lessons.
Free.
Draven's
Free
just
of
picking at his
charge.
ass right now.
It may take some
Wonderful.
work,
And she flies away
but-
before anything else is really exchanged. Finally, going over to what's the page? It's pronounced Veer, correct? Or
Vire.
Vire. Okay. Vire. I wasn't sure if you heard. Paycheck day or payday over at the Golden Trident. How have things been going? Any lovely gossip for me? And they kind of land themselves kind of on their stomach, kind of kicking their feet a little bit,
Just holding my
listening
hand
for
up.
anything.
It's like, as always, boss, the local gossip in the town. The usual, the missus and the misters always having their spats, but nothing too spicy tonight. But I figured once
Oh.
it picks back up, we might get something a little bit more interesting. But it's been rather boring. But I'm keeping
Oh.
my best kept secrets for, a pretty penny. You have to pay for it.
All fooey with you. And she kind of rolls off, flying away. Yeah, did you use anything else you guys want to do at the Siren's Kiss before heading out?
Nope.
Hey, oh, so we're all going together. Fallow, why don't you line up a round of shots on me for us? You know, some walk me downs.
Fallow turns around
bit more of an
and
adventure.
Fallow turns around and looks at the locked door we just walked through and is just like, too late.
Yeah, if I stay more at work, I charge for overtime, so I think I'm good.
We'll find a bottle
Fair
of
enough,
something
I
nice.
guess.
I'm sure we can find something
Yeah,
else.
there's
Let
no-
somebody else tavern pay for it, not us.
All right, we could give it a go, I suppose. Let's go ahead and start heading on down. Where did you say that Gary was normally at?
He's currently at the Golden Trident. He's typically at work on time, but today it's a little odd. But he's some talks of business affairs and such that he's kind of out to be a little more social than he usually is.
Gotcha.
I guess I can tell you,
All right.
because you are workers for him. Gary's very straight laced, very white shirt, black tie, very punctual. Someone you don't really expect to see at a burlesque club, but there are stories that he was the best performer in his time, and kind of mellowed out with age, as some would say.
Gotcha. It's a little strange of Gary to not be so punctual. I hope everything's okay. But perhaps he's fallen into his old ways.
What, wearing fishnets?
Oh, I heard that was the only thing he used to wear on stage.
Yeah.
That's not. I've heard a lot more than that.
He wears more or just a lot more about the fishnets?
A lot more about the fishness and then
Oh.
some. But
Ooh.
hey,
Ooh.
payday.
Sounds
So
hot.
as you all kind of approach the Golden Trident, and it's one of the more popular bars, or taverns, I should say, and there's a bit of a commotion going on inside, and you can kind of hear it, and you see some people kind of shuffling around from the outside. Yeah.
Okay. What kind of tavern is this? Is it like a
This-
mom and pop? Is it like a chain tavern?
This is very much the biggest tavern. The feeling of a chain one in size and scope, but it is a local spot exclusively.
Okay. Gotcha. So like pretty well run, like tight ship kind of thing.
Yeah, this thing is, it's the place to be. There's a big Golden Trident on the building itself. This
It's the
place
Is
hot
is
that
a-
spot.
no gold?
I
Roll me
heard-
investigation.
I heard it's only gilded.
And
Oh
you said
boy.
we just. Ooh. And you said we just walked up to a scuffle right now.
You haven't walked in just yet. From the outside, you can kind of see. You can hear a bit of a commotion going on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool. First roll. Uh-oh.
What was the roll?
It was a 9.
9.
I also got a 9.
You guys
in-
also want to investigate?
Investigation. Here, I got it.
It's
Let me
just
see if
two
I can
idiots
see.
looking at this trident like we should totally
I
steal
got-
that.
I got a 24.
24. Okay, so both Fallow and Draven look at it and they're like, I think that's real gold. But unfortunately, when Vire looks a little closer, there seems to be a bit of gold paint dripping from it onto the roof, or like the little overhang area.
Yeah, I just start swiping my finger against it, like, I don't think so. This is paint.
There's a conveniently gold paint bucket right off to the side of the building.
And I'm
Paintbrush
just like,
splattered on the
I
ground.
lick it. I'm like, it's a very cheap kind of paint too. Blech.
So this commotion's kind of going on. Do you guys want to head inside, or?
I'm
Yeah,
like,
Vesper would
absolutely.
walk right inside looking for Gary.
it's like we've been in
Right.
plenty of bar fights before, right? Nothing too
Mhm.
big.
Draven's right behind.
I pick up the
You was.
bucket of paint and I start mixing it compulsively. I mix.
Just shaking it up and down.
Yeah, just
Yes, you do.
Just shaking it up. It's like, all right. It's like we just gonna go ahead and investigate inside, then see what's going on. It's like,
you
very hope
guys have-
Gary's okay.
So you guys head right in, and at the front, there's a little kind of greeting station, think like a Chili's almost, with a small Cobalt standing right behind it. And a little back, kind of in the nicer VIP section, you believe you see Gary, or someone that very much appears to be him, tie undone on table, just kind of ranting and rambling to a group of very confused-looking business people.
Well, that's not very much like Gary.
That's not
You're
doing
doing
like at
great,
all.
Gary.
The kobold at the front says, Do you even know him?"
Yeah.
Yes, we all know
You
him.
could say that.
Okay, well, he's been slamming quite a few drinks, and I think he needs to take a bit of a rest.
Can you let us back in the VIP section so we can go talk to him?
You guys can get him out of here, right?
Yeah, we'll take care of the whole
we'll take care of
situation.
it. No big
Yeah,
Yeah,
deal.
easily.
Don't you even worry.
Yeah.
It kind of whips its head around to stare at like the problems being caused. Sure, you can have the table if you get him out of it.
Okay.
Nice.
Deal.
So you
Ves-
kind of... Oh, sorry?
I was gonna say Vesper starts walking that direction, like he belongs there.
Yeah,
Draven is trying to emulate Vesper as much as he possibly can. But
Fallow's
he's
still
kind of
shaking.
he's got a little hitch in his little sway.
Go
So
over
you
to the
guys make-
kobold and be like, "Hey, so who's the guys that he's talking to? You know anything about him?"
Some business people, they all came in very formal, very quiet. But after a few drinks, it seems that he's well, and he kind of looks back, and Gary at this point is really just throwing his hands around. You can almost hear what he's saying from this distance, despite the incredibly loud bar and people and shuffling of feet and everything.
Over the fucking club music.
Over the club music and everything, it's a little impressive, and the people performing don't seem to be very happy with him. There might be a problem if you don't get him out, because they feel like he's cutting into a bit of their performance, you know.
It's like, all right, we'll go handle this for you. Thanks. And I'm gonna go ahead and follow.
You know, I continue shaking the paint and follow after them.
Gary,
Gary,
And he turns
Gary,
around.
what are you
Huh?
doing?
Gary.
Guys, I have the best idea. Siren's Kiss will be at the top of Undertow, and you just got to hear me in my 10-step pitch. And he kind of stumbles a bit, almost falling off the table.
I doubt.
Vesper's
very-
gonna not go to
Gary?
catch him. Vesper kind of steps back.
Raven definitely steps up and tries to hold him up.
Fallow tries
God.
to help. The cactus.
They
Oh, he's a cactus. I'm just gonna take a step back and be like, I'll let you guys handle that one.
No, no.
These-
Oh, Gary, what seems to be happening here? I've seen a fair amount of salted sailors, if you know what I mean, in my time on the seas, and you seem to be drinking your sorrows, my friend.
these shams, and he points at these very wanting to not be there anymore businessmen, have refused to invest in Siren's Kiss, and I think they're missing out on some of the best dancing in the city. And he kind of goes to pick up his bottle that he's been swinging from, and just kind of swigs it around, pointing
wanna-
at people.
I want to try and grab the bottle from Gary's hand.
Roll me sleight of hand.
That is an 18.
18. As he's kind of swinging it around, he kind of gets it not too close to your face, but you're able to kind of snatch it away from him. And he's like, "Look, I'm fine. I just need these simpletons to see my vision."
Gary,
I-
I think we should start with you getting off of the table.
Can I make
Draven,
a-
you catch?
Can I make a insight check to see if
Oh.
these business people are simpletons? Just kind of
Yeah.
gauge it. I got a 9.
9.
Dumb
They
as
don't.
fuck.
They look pretty refined. If anything, they look more or less concerned about this man's now. Previously just berating them for refusing to invest.
I mean, obviously these people are idiots if they're not going to spend their coin in our fine burlesque establishment. But Gary, perhaps you could focus on spending your coin paying your workers as opposed to paying into that drinking cup you got there.
Oh,
know.
I know what you all want. Payday.
Payday,
Yes.
Gary.
Oh, sit
We
down.
don't work
and
for free.
he eventually kind of dismisses the people sitting in that spot. All of you come have a seat here.
Okay.
And he said, "You know what, actually?" And whoever, he kind of just looks around. "Draven, can you go fetch me another drink from the bar, please? Something strong."
You know what, boss? I'm gonna sit here until I hear what's going on. I don't mean to be rude, but in my experience, a captain withholding coin is well, it's a good flag to start a mutiny, and I want to make sure that's not what we're doing here.
He
Fallow
doesn't
have
really
big
understand what you're
sword. Need money.
Okay, sit down, you. And he starts to kind of sit down with his little checkbook, takes kind of a deep breath. He starts to really focus on writing, and it's not going great. But as this is all kind of going down, roll me perception. What is your passive perception?
Oh,
My passive?
good question.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, this I rolled a 17,
Passive?
which pretty good. It's a 10. My
I'll do
passive
roll.
perception is a 10, but I rolled a 17.
Mine's also.
I'll
a
do
10.
rolls instead. I'll just do rolls. I'm
Also a
sorry.
10. Okay.
Okay, I'll just do.
Let's
Roll
fucking
20.
go, dude.
At 20?
No, but close. It's 17.
Hey, twins.
Okay.
Yeah, both Fallow and Draven turn around at the same time, like in sync.
Yeah, there's a little
I got a
sparkle
dirty
between us.
20.
Oh, what one?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Ooh,
Okay.
let's go.
I got a
Bigger
9.
sparkle.
9. Okay. Vire, you're really trying to make sure Gary's getting everything spelled correctly, and that you're getting the amounts right, because you're like, as someone who's very much in touch with making sure you're not getting screwed out of your coin. You're trying to make sure every amount is right and everything's correct. But the rest of you kind of clock that there's an odd-looking gentleman coming in, an older gentleman, and with his cane, kind of an old tattered robe, kind of coming in, and just immediately starting to speak to people throughout the tavern. And it's not so much odd that he's, an older gentleman. Just that he's kind of by himself, and it doesn't really seem like he's there to, enjoy a drink or just, games or anything. He seems to be going, party to party, table to table, speaking with people.
That seems strange. Looks like that strange homeless man has come in and has begun rebel rousing. Is that a wizard? It's hard to tell.
You see him approach a table where it seems to be some of adventurers who have been kind of sitting and drinking for a bit, and he talks to them for a little bit. And you see him kind of pull out something from his bag, like a little satchel, and hand them each a little baggie. Kind of nods them over, and the adventurers get up, go to the bar, pay the tab, and they're gone.
Ooh,
Hmm.
damn.
Yeah.
If you'll allow it, I pull out of my little side fucking waistband thing a little paper sign that says no soliciting, and I put it on my necklace.
The old man eventually does make his way over your table.
I point to the sign.
And I go,
The old
read
man-
the sign.
Well, I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm very sorry.
Me no fan of capitalism. No sell, please.
Well, I'm actually looking for some help, you see.
And
Elaborate.
we don't know you.
I'm
I'm
not
trying to,
I'm
what's
sorry.
happening? What I miss?
This guy needs help, apparently.
Yeah.
The clock.
I'm very sorry. I'm looking for adventures to hunt down some magical items for my granddaughter, you see.
Oh, some trinkets for your granddaughter. Is that you? Did you forget that there's a shopping district over here, or?
You're very funny, Mr. Minotaur Man, but I actually requested as she's gotten sick recently. A Shadowland plague has taken her. She's the only family I have.
Oh, I feel like
And he
a rifle dick. My apologies, sir. Let me
He
get
starts
you.
to kind of tear up a little bit. Her family was lost in a war, and she's all I have now.
Can I insight check him?
Raven is
Go
very
ahead.
uncomfortable. He goes to the bar and gets a drink for himself and the man.
Fallow sips the paint.
I only have a 4.
Or he looks very upset and like he's going to burst into tears at any moment.
Vesper looks really uncomfortable at that and is kind of like kind of grimacing, and then looks over back to Gary and kind of positions his body away a little bit.
I'm simply just looking for a simple retrieval job that does pay, of course. 90 up front with 100 on the back end of completion.
Draven walks back up. I'm sorry, they only have strawberry mojitos. He gives one over. I don't know how that's the only thing they had.
It's like gonna take a sip. It's like, you know what, Fallow, if you worked here, you would have made a better mojito.
Real. Damn right.
What are we doing? You're
I'll take another
offering,
sip of my paint.
I heard, I heard 90 up front. What is this object you asked me to retrieve? We're already sort of kind of trying to get paid with our boss here as well.
Oh yeah, pay me,
How's
please. I turn to Gary.
How's Gary doing on his check writing?
You kind of looked over and you see him starting to write the word Draven, or the name Draven out, and it just says D-R-A, and then the V, the downline for the V just kind of keeps going.
Oh, that's he'll pop it back up at some point, I'm sure.
And yeah, no, Fallow goes over there with his prickly little hands and holds Gary's hand and starts writing the rest of the name on that check.
The old man looks. Is that fraud?
It's not
Ask
fraud.
no
He was
question, we do
writing-
job.
Your business.
Okay. Look, I'm only
Sorry.
asking
My anger it acts up sometimes.
if you agree for this job. I'll pay for lodging for the night, as well as the 90 up front.
I'm in.
Simple healing stone job retrieval. Nothing too crazy.
Good pay.
It would be nice to sleep in something else besides a dinghy. So I'm down.
Yes, I gotta go. I mean, extra pay. Never hurt nobody, I guess.
I need something to buy dinner with, so
Thank you all. And he kind of reaches out to hold your hand and shake it and thank you all. I'll
I'll shake his
when he
hand.
gets to you, he kind of stares at you, and he says, my deepest thanks.
I insist.
No,
Sign of
no thank-
respect.
Do you have a glove, maybe?
Shake his hand.
Oh yeah, Fallow reaches into his back pocket and pulls out a little silk glove that the prickles just kind of go through. Yes, gloved.
It only hurts for a second. Go ahead.
it's a sign of respect.
Come on.
He sanitizes it daily.
Kind of takes a deep breath, just kind of reaches his hand out defeated, just wanting to get it over with.
Yeah, I I shake his hand. It's firm.
Roll me a 1d4.
1.
1. He kind of pulls back. There are a couple of thorns, and he says, maybe that healing stone will come in handy for more than just my granddaughter at this point. And he starts to kind of walk away and pluck them out.
Healing stone. Wait, where are we going? What do you details?
Oh, good question there.
Wait, come back.
Oh, yes, I almost forgot. My bad. And he brings out a map of kind of the country, with directions to head west. Almost forgot there for a sec. Ooh. Directions to head west, to a small cabin about a day and a half's trip away.
Okay.
Is this where the items are, or?
Somewhere in that cabin is a hidden healing stone.
Oh. Okay.
I'm just gonna ask it since I'm just pure curious. How come you can't go get it, or what are we missing here?
So, and he kind of looks down, a little ashamed to have to answer. He says it's technically guarded by an active cult.
So you were just gonna keep that one to yourself?
No, I was going to mention it, and that's why I'm looking for strong adventurers.
We work in bar.
Never.
We are
Okay.
all just
We are working at a cabaret. Siren's Kiss. Maybe you've heard of it.
you should stop by sometime.
Yes, I will stop by, but I need this retrieved.
Well, we need a little bit more details about this cult, apparently, that's there. Dangerous, not dangerous? Will they just give us the item? Are we going to have to fight?
No
What are they the cult
nuisance.
of?
The cult of Diceus, and I want everyone to roll me a history check, as he kind of says that.
Absolutely. That is a 12, maybe an 11. It's an 11.
Nat
11?
20!
Woo!
Let's
All right.
go!
I'll say
How
about
does the
everyone's
fucking
amount.
cactus know?
This
knows.
this makes sense with my character. You'll figure it out later.
Is he a member of the cult?
No,
Well,
but
the
no,
fun-
we'll learn
call
at some
right
point.
here, dear listeners.
I also got a 20.
Flounder.
I got a 14.
14. So, this is a low roll just because he has. Dionysius is kind of known as the god of fate. Those who follow him use a simple d20 to make their decisions, and they're kind of seen as a nuisance only because they are very odd. That some days they'll help people, they'll repair a cartwheel, get some people food or water. Other days they'll just go to straight murder, thievery, anything that the dice wills. They believe is their kind of thing to do. So Dionysius is not very much loved amongst the people that have been interfered by his cult members.
Hmm.
I relay this
Fine.
to the rest of the group that didn't know that, but
Yeah, we're just gonna send it back like, all right, I guess.
yeah. I'm as detailed as possible because of that nat 20. Yeah.
I'll say, Follow, you also are familiar what Dionysius cult members kind of wear.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be like a red cloak put up at all times to kind of conceal the face a little bit. Kind of an outline of a D20 on the chest piece with some gold kind of can't remember what they're called. Just kind of some gold lining around the arms, I should say. The arm
Oh,
pieces
like
of the...
van braces?
Is it van brace? I'm trying to think. Just kind of like the edge of the cloak cloth. Like
Oh,
we go out to
okay.
here. Like
Gotcha.
that, I would
like
say.
like the cuffs.
Yeah. So
The
on
friends.
site you would know them. You'd just be like, that's them.
Sick. All right. I relay that to the group as well. And it's like
It's-
weirdly like fluent in English for Fallow.
And it's like, well, that's the most I've heard him spoken. Not broken.
Fallow
Hey,
speak
wow.
efficiently.
Good job, Fallow. And I'm just gonna go ahead and give a little
Oh.
head pat on top of the head.
Yeah, that's 1d4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 1d4.
Okay. That is a
Kill us
4.
all, one did.
I'm so sorry.
I forgot. You get used to it.
I am sorry for the way that I am.
Oh,
That's
Never-
The way
That's
you
the
are
third
is
time this week.
perfect,
Never
Fallow.
change.
It's a little prickly. I'm not going to
It's
lie.
like
Perhaps we
My
could
hand's
use
just
some
holding
sort
my
of
hand
like
up. It's okay, just like peeling out the. I'm like, ugh.
You got like tweezers and
Uh,
shit.
maybe we get you some wine corks or something like that for your spikes.
Yeah.
Maybe I need haircut.
No hugging.
okay.
All
So the
right.
old man takes from his little pouch a little 4 little baggies, 90 GP each, hands one to each of you.
Oh, each. Fuck yeah.
Each.
Sick.
This is his granddaughter line. You think he's paying
Thank you
90
very much.
GP to 4
I-
people? That'd be
He-
crazy.
He doesn't look rich, does he? Like,
It looks like he's been going through it.
yeah, okay.
What's your name, stranger? We never formally introduced each other.
Galore.
Galore. All right.
Would you be so kind as to spell that for us?
Yes. GA
Okay.
HLOR.
Thank you, Galore.
It's
Lord.
okay. Fallow forgets how to spell his name too.
Thank God I can't spell it for shit.
And Galore, did you say you'd also be getting us some rooms for the night?
Yes.
Would you
And he kind of
also
goes-
throw one in for Gary?
He's gonna need it.
He needs
Gary-
it, and we need him. So, and you need us.
At this point, Gary's passed out, like face down.
Look at him. He is just the eepiest guy. He needs
He's
a room.
fine. This ain't his
Useless.
first rodeo.
I'm going to perhaps while you all get settled for the night, I can grab Gary and kind of just toss him into the siren's kiss and lock the door so he's at least safe.
I suppose that works as
That can
well.
work.
All
All
right,
right.
come on, Gary. And I just pick him up and throw him over one shoulder,
Oh,
and I say,
Mm.
"I'll be back in 10, 15." And I
Be
start to
safe,
do like a little trot.
Draven.
good
You,
luck.
you hear Gary kind of mumble, nah, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Bye,
Um,
Gary.
I finished
So
writing those
you-
checks.
Thank you so much.
Like,
I have a
thank
very-
you, Needin.
Very silly question. How did I spell the old man's name?
G-A-
G-A-L-O-R.
Okay. I completely forgot. I was staring at writing it down. I was sweating. I was like,
You just
fuck
started
is this name?
spitting letters.
Yeah, pretty much.
While
Um,
while I'm running down the street with Gary, we get to the door and I'm like fumbling with like his key and like trying to like hold him up with one hand, do that. I'm like, Gary, I gotta ask, is it true you did a knife dance naked once for a Duke's birthday?
oh, I mean, when you're young and when you're getting out there, it'd be a shame to miss those kind of opportunities.
Incredible, incredible. I have so much to learn from you, and if it wasn't for the fact that I could learn so much from you, I would be very disappointed in you right now. I'd let you know that, but I'm not. And I open the door and I kind of just push him in and then close it and lock it.
You throw that's his key.
Yeah. I make sure I just kind of lock the inside lock.
Oh, you just kind of
and-
chuck the key at him.
Yeah, I touch the key and maybe I'll like crack a window beforehand, just throw it in at him, and then I start running back. All right, Gary's kind of safe. Let's shack up
He'll
for
be
the night.
fine.
The kobold approaches you. Party of 4 for Vespayer?
It's Vesper. darling.
Vespayer. Oh.
Mm,
Might want to try that again.
No, try it again. Vesper.
The kobold kind of just stares at you blankly for a second.
Say
Your
it.
room
Say
keys.
it with me.
He just kind of drops the room keys for you and then walks away, like attending to another matter at this point.
I just imagine the cobalt doing the slow one eye blink, just
Yeah, just kind of like licks up the eye real fast.
just like along the eyeball, no
gecko.
blink. The slow drag down with the lick.
So you have your rooms for the night. Is there anything you want to do in Golden Trident? Or do you want to go around kind of looking for anything to supply it for tomorrow?
Fallow wants to try their drinks to see how his stack up.
Okay, go approach the bar.
I do. Drink.
You approached and you see an orc, big and strong, very similar to Draven in kind of a stature, mixing drinks, kind of throwing them, like sliding them across the bar. Yes, how can I help you?
Drink.
Drink?
Drink.
And without saying another word, without even really exchanging a distinct look, goes down real fast. You hear a bunch of like these odd noises, clinks and clashes, metal being smacked. Comes up with a drink. He slides it right to you. 2 GP.
Appreciate. And I slide him 2 GP. I take a sip. What is it?
More paint.
This is he saw you drinking the paint. It's just paint buckets. This is a house special. The goldfish. It's kind of a nice golden. You use a bit of luster dust, so it has like a bit. It almost looks like it's alive when you drink it. It's a mango-y, citrusy pineapple Jenna juice with a hint, just a little hint of vodka. But it's a very strong. It's a very good blend. It's not like too overpowering on the other side.
Fuck yeah. Fallow
Yeah.
is content. He
get one
nods at
extra
the
rest
bartender.
You sleep extra good tonight having this drink.
Fuck yeah, I do. Hell yeah. So what I've learned is alcohol makes me rest well, and paint doesn't affect me at all.
You are a.
What a
I
strange
think
world we live in.
there was a house rule I wanted to give you guys. If you ever sleep in an inn or anywhere kind of you have to kind of pay for to kind of reward you for spending a bit of that extra money, you do get an advantage on one attack roll or any kind of like advantage on a roll you want. Think of it kind of like having just on any roll you want in the future.
Well
Fuck yeah.
rested.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we'll call that well rested then. If you sleep on the outside or you kind of full rest, we'll call camping just a standard full rest. But this is just kind of say, hey, because you are spending some money there.
Okay.
Wait, you said we get a what now?
You get well rested. You get advantage on one kind of D20 roll. I will say you have to use
cool.
it that next day, that same day, just because
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Would you say we have the standard adventurers gear, like rations and everything?
Yeah, I'd say so. Like they, you
Okay.
have some stuff, but like you still, if you want to look around town, I'm gonna say it. I would recommend it. Just see
Okay.
there's other stuff you can kind of look around. Undertow is a pretty big place. If you need it, you can probably find it somewhere.
Sounds
Shops,
good.
stables, everywhere.
In
Yes, we
that
could.
case, yeah. If anybody would like to group up with Fallow, Fallow would love to accompany somebody through the town.
Fallow, I
Ah.
would love to join you tonight.
Long walk,
Okay.
good for brain.
Long walk.
Yeah.
I think is this bar still looking pretty poppin'? Is it still pretty busy?
This is like a Friday night, 10 p.m.
Okay, nice.
Oh, it's
Hell
extra.
yeah.
Ooh,
Then
maybe
Draven's
Wesley
gonna
doesn't
reach
wanna
into his
go.
bag. Yeah, Draven's gonna reach into his bag and he's gonna kind of do some of his like weekly homework that Vandir like set aside for him, and he takes out a little wooden sign that says compliments 5 copper pieces, and he's gonna practice his seduction skills at the bar. So
That's
he kind
incredible.
of
Love it.
waits for someone to come over. He kind of like cleans up his must, must up his hair a little bit in like a cool way. It's like leans on the bar a little awkwardly, but he's got the spirit. Do I attract anybody? Do you want me to like make a charisma roll?
Make me a charisma roll, just kind of a flat charisma roll.
Yeah, it's gonna be a +2. That's a 15.
That's okay. Wait a minute. So you kind of get a
Sick.
couple people's attention who see this, very now well groomed, very handsome Minotaur. People come up to the sign, read it. So am I complimenting you, or are you complimenting me?
He kind of he's facing the other way, and he like turns around and goes, "Oh, well, normally people pay me to compliment them, but for a cutie like you, I'll do it for free." And he gives this like really over the top grin that has a little spinach in his teeth.
I'll say. Oh, sorry.
No, I was gonna say I'm hanging out in the back, just watching it go down. 'Cause, like I just have to see how this goes.
So you said a Minotaur approached?
Oh no, I thought because you are half Minotaur, correct?
Oh yeah, I'm a Minotaur. Sorry. So you said
Minotaur,
just somebody
yeah.
approached. Yeah.
Yeah. As they kind of see you there, more people kind of start to approach you. You make kind of a little bit of an audience. Just very fascinated by this handsome man who's there, complimenting people. You get a couple free drinks from it.
Oh, I drink them all, and after I how many copper pieces do I make, or how much coin do I make?
We're gonna also do. I'm gonna do gold pieces only, just because I don't like to track copper.
Fair enough.
You get a couple of those. You get about 10 by the end of the time. How long? Wait, how long are you doing it actually?
Just like an hour. I'll like while they're
An hour.
doing their thing. I'll have this like be my little vignette.
Roll me a d6 then.
I would love to. That's a 2.
You too. One of the last people that comes up to you gives you a very flirty too. Some soft words are exchanged, some very flirtatious touches and eye winks.
I'm a big fan of the way your hair doesn't suck. He's like 4 drinks in at this point.
Despite the odd line, they're still very much. They still think he's very cute, and they said, "I'd like to see you again."
And I'd love to see you. What's your name there, stranger?
My
Perhaps
name
we'll
is
cross paths again.
Ruby, and Ruby is a kind of a half elf with a striking kind of bright red hair.
Kind of bites his finger a little bit and says, Ruby. A name that fits both a beautiful gem and a beautiful creature such as yourself. Ruby, before you leave, and I slide a little clipboard next to her, and I say, would you mind filling out this survey form for me so I can give it back to my mentor? Sort of it's like a 20 question like questionnaire. If you wouldn't mind there, darling.
She kind of looks it up and down, very confused, and kind of just takes it quietly. Takes a few, sits a few states away, has a few drinks, and kind of brings it back after a bit. It's pretty good reviews. She said you were cute.
He turns around and says, I'm sorry, who are you again?
Tim.
Smooth.
You asked me to fill out the
Oh,
survey.
Ruby. Yeah, sorry. I got I got a little bit in my cup. Thank you very much. And you signed it too. That's perfect. Well, with a little heart over the U. Most of the time, people do that on eyes only, but that's cute.
She leaves a little section, kind of just like sectioned off for your mentor. It says, "Cutie, less drinks next time."
And Draven says, "Thank you for your honest feedback." And he scribbles out that last part and tucks it away. I'll have my 2 coins and pass my turn.
Okay. Vire, you kind of said you were watching. Do you want to do anything in Golden Trident or in Undertow? To kind of get you ready.
Sorry, I wasn't thinking that. I was too busy laughing after this. It's like, so I'm just gonna sit there and have a couple drinks at the bar, just watching as Draven goes through this, and then I'm gonna just go ahead and just sit there listening to see if I hear anything interesting, because I'm still thinking of ways to get more information to trade around town.
So here's some of the people actually talking about the old man who was there earlier, all giving very much a similar. Thinking is very odd. To have this gentleman kind of coming around the bar, offering up like money, but not too much detail, which some people think is a little odd.
It's like, I'm gonna get up and just try to walk around and see if I can hear anything else. Like, it's like just walk up, listen in.
Roll me a 1d20 or
Ooh,
d20.
Give me a second. I went back to the wrong character.
Oops.
She ain't here. This is not her story. All right. And roll.
Get out of here, Wisteria.
Yo, Sarah, you're off over there on another adventure. You're on a cliffhanger, ma'am.
You're on the wrong continent.
I rolled a 15.
15. You pick up some words about different cults and kind of different happenings around the world. You believe you hear one about the return of some kind of fire god, but the details are very sparse about kind of what's going on there. But
Oh,
you do
shit.
make note of it for in case that comes back up.
A fire god coming back. All right.
We're gonna cut over to.
I like that callback.
Yeah. I worked extra hard on that one. We're gonna cover to Fallow and Vesper, who are now, I believe you're looking at the shops, correct?
Correct. I'm Fallow's more or less just kind of following Vesper wherever Vesper wants to go.
Oh, that's crazy. I was following you.
We are
So it's just a
just like
continuous
when 2
following
characters
circle.
follow each other in RuneScape, we are just going around in a circle.
So you
No,
make your way to the market.
yeah, we're looking for like supplies and the such, I guess.
Okay.
Fallow likes to cook when the group's out on like a little adventure or whatnot. So he's looking for easy to carry ingredients. And then he'll just find the rest on the way, foraging and whatnot.
Okay. Yeah, do you want to approach one of the there's stands for food, there's like shops specifically for like different spices and everything, potion shops, there's a stable you can see. So it's up to you where you're gonna go and who you want to talk to.
Yeah, I'd say Fallow's probably headed to the to like a vegetable stand, maybe like a butcher
Okay.
or something.
Okay.
Is that
So he
count
says,
as
"Oh,
cannibalism?
does that come?"
Only if it's another cactus.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the guy kind of just approaches, "Oh, how can I help you?" And he seems a little confused that you are a cactus, believing you're almost in a costume of some kind. He says, "Oh, young man, it's a very good costume."
I am 32.
It's probably best to not make assumptions about people, dear.
You know what? I'm very sorry. How can I help you?
Thank you for calling me young. And yeah, no, Fallow just like peruses what's on the stand, and he picks whatever the most travelable items are that he can keep in a small sack.
For fruits and vegetables, I'd say it's a lot of corn. It's a lot of dried out corn
Okay,
that travels well. Anything else you can really think of?
say like onion
Couple
powder.
herbs, and onion powder, like I have some herbs and spices.
Yeah,
That can just travel like over long distances, pretty worry free.
sounds good. Maybe a couple carrots.
He off
Yeah,
a couple carrots, and he actually offers you a bit of his a homemade jerky that he made. It looks a little odd,
how odd.
but he says, roll me perception."
Okay. All right. That's a nat fucking one.
That's in that one. It looks delicious.
I am interested.
Only 5 gold pieces for half a pound.
Sold. And yeah, I slap down that 5 gold.
Okay.
And
Alright.
I take that half a pound, and those are my supplies. We're all
Okay.
supplied up. I got vegetables, I got herbs and shit, and I got jerky.
Vesper, did you want to stop in any of the shops, grab something yourself?
I guess since Vesper knows that we're going out adventuring, Vesper would be a little interested in some potions or something. He's a little worried about the Colt and possibly getting hurt because that's not really something he's interested in.
Okay. You kind of approach the potion shop, and it looks like it's under construction almost. From the outside, and you see a
Okay.
small kind of running back and forth. But you see a broom kind of right next to them as they kind of run back and forth, looking around.
I'm sorry, a small what? Your mic cut out.
Oh, sorry. You see like a small, like only the head of a creature. Well, it seems to be running back and forth around the shop.
Inside, and I'm still outside.
Yeah, you're kind of looking into the store.
I want to go up and see if I can open the door.
It's open.
I'm gonna kind of creep in and say, hello. Are you guys open?
And turning around is another very similar looking kobold to the one from the Golden Trident. Hello?
Oh, hello. You look so familiar. I feel like I've met you before. And I'm gonna walk in and kind of walk up to the counter where, he would be at and kind of lean against it and be like, you look so familiar.
Doesn't sound like I've met you before.
Oh, you don't recognize me?
Stares at you. No.
Well, that's okay. I forget it. You just looked familiar. That's on me. I'm here for potions.
Oh, potions! And he kind of looks around, and some of them are still kind of packed away, but some have been kind of displayed out. How can I help you? Ice potion? Fire potion? Lightning potion? Sun god potion? That one's a joke.
Oh,
For now.
for now. So you might have sun god potion in the future?
Once I crack the spell. And he kind of looks into the distance. His eyes kind of glaze over for a moment.
And when you get it, you let me know. I'm very interested.
When I get it, everyone's gonna know.
Okay.
That doesn't sound ominous.
I wish you all the luck in the world. Any healing potions, any maybe resistance-y type things.
He kind of ducks back. And he comes back up. I have 3 healing potions and 1 resistance to fire potion.
How much for all of them?
All of them carry the 4.
Carry the
100 gold pieces.
Well, I love that price, but I would maybe love 75 gold pieces more.
I would maybe love if you got out of my store.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Well, that's a little harsh. Have you never heard of haggling, sir?
Listen, sir, can I call you? I never got your name actually.
I never got yours.
Cobalti.
Cobalti. You can call me Vesper.
Vesper, look, I get priced out by the big stores all the time. I need this money.
And I also need this money. We're both 2 people who need money. It seems a little unfair to take all of one person's money.
Would you like to persuasion roll him?
Yes, I would.
Fantastic.
And that would be a 21.
Okay, so what do you say to him?
I say what I just said.
Okay.
I
He
just
kinda
think we're 2
considers it-
people with money, and it'd be unfair to take all of mine for yourself when we could both have money here.
Small businesses, well, normal person, I guess. You bring me some ingredients I'm looking out for, and I cut you in at a good price.
If I'm also going to be looking for ingredients, do you think we could bring the price a little lower then?
70.
60.
65.
62.
66.
Okay, now. We'll go back to 65. I'm fine with that. What ingredients do you need?
Goblin ears. Lots of goblin ears.
Oh.
Goblin ears.
Do you think these healing
Okay.
potions make themselves?
No, they're made by you, obviously, Kobolti.
With lots of goblin ears.
Oh,
And
I
again,
didn't.
his eyes
I
kind of
never
glaze
knew that
over.
goblin ears had healing properties.
Oh, of
Are
course.
these potions going to heal me?
Yes. What do you doubt my potion making ability?
I've just not heard that before, Kobolti.
Oh, I'm sorry. You make potions now. That's interesting.
I don't think
Um,
you know what I do, Kobolti.
No, I make potions clearly.
Fucking dangly pasties it's flowing in the wind. I think you know what I do.
Okay, so Vesper is going to slide over 65 coins and take the potions and say, I will definitely be getting you those goblin ears. And I'd like to try and slide back some of the coins without him noticing.
Sleight of hand.
Ooh.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Sick.
Roll me a roll me a d10 to see how many you get back.
Hey.
I got a 7.
Hi.
You get 7 coins back.
Thank
And
you.
this is kind of as he's bagging up your potions and like little like a paper bag, kind of wrapping them up in bubble wrap and everything.
So I'm going to take my
Okay.
potions. I got 3 potions of healing and a potion of fire resistance.
Okay.
That was a question. Sorry.
Felix, is that a parrot?
It
Oh
is
my
now.
God.
Oh my
Can't get him
God.
off. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't mean to take. There we go. Stop attacking the fucking blinds.
Never.
That's all I want to do.
Okay. All right. So it's still nighttime. Do you guys want to do anything else in Undertow? Kind of the shops before you kind of head out.
I'm good.
Have we gone to bed yet? Do we get
No,
our long rest?
Oh yeah. Is there anything else you guys want to do before the long rest?
I'm set.
All good.
Okay. All good.
All good?
Yeah. If everyone's good to go. Next day comes early morning. Got your map in hand. Got your supplies ready to go.
We do.
All right.
Draven is a little hungover. Oh, so how was your shopping trip, my friends? I had a pretty good night.
Good.
I'm
Look.
Got a lot
Uh,
of forms filled out.
Fallow opens up the bag, and all you can see on top is a fucking carrot and some onion powder. It's like, good eat.
Oh, carrots. That's very nice. Yeah, I show like 5 different like forms that got filled out. I say I might be advancing to a practice level 3 in the next few weeks.
Good job, Draven.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
lean over and be like, he kind of fumbled the last one though for
Oh.
the night.
Oh no.
It was very fun to watch.
What's that?
Nothing. You did great, buddy. I was watching the whole time.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Very
Yeah.
desirable I am.
So you guys kind of make your way out of Undertow and have been traveling for a couple hours now. Kind of just passing through a lot of empty fields, along kind of a path that you can kind of follow. And on the side of the road, you see kind of 4 bodies kind of all crouched down. Kind of just like looks like they're all kind of huddled together. They are living. They're not bodies of dead people.
Okay.
Like physical. Like
people.
they're just people. Yeah, 4 people.
What are they
Are they-
wearing?
Are they facing us?
No. They're all kind of
Uh,
huddled in a bit. One of their backs turned to you.
Like, are they in the way of the road or like?
Right up to the side. It's kind of like a tall grass area, and they're kind of right up to the side, ducked down a bit.
They're hunting
Okay.
Pokemon. That's what they're doing. All right, gotcha.
We can see you.
What? And one of them pops up. No, you can't.
I'm pretty sure we can, there, lad.
No, you can't. Oh, also, have you seen any carts anywhere?
Any cards?
Carts.
Cards. In town?
Not on the road though.
Not that I've
No.
seen. What are you doing there, boyo?
Not planning to rob carts.
Oh,
We're-
well, you're doing it all wrong. And he walks over and he's like, what you want to do? And he starts to try to educate them if they'll listen.
No, of course, they're very fascinated with the fact that you seem to be giving them information. They don't seem to know if it's good information, but they're very taken aback because it sounds good.
Yeah, so what you want to do, what I imagine, is that hijacking a cart is very much like taking a merchant vessel. And normally what you have to do is you have to disable the main mast, which in this case would be the driver or the creature pulling the cart. Remember, if you disable that, then you're going to have to tow that cart or that ship yourself.
Thank you. Okay, that was good.
What are you packing there? What are you packing there, my friend?
Swords and bows and arrows and such.
A coward's weapon, I see.
What? No, this is a finely crafted sword. And he takes it out, and it's a bit rusted. It looks kind of like shit, if I'm being honest.
Your sword looks like shit there, friend.
What?
It hasn't had a good cleaning in quite some time. Are you using it to plow your fields as well?
It kind of looks back, just a little defeated at this point. No, what? No, we because we rob people with these.
And I'm not gonna help in the background. I'm just like, ooh.
Stop! That's not funny, guys. We actually do rob people. Come on.
How
Like,
many
I'm gonna
people
lean-
have you robbed?
Like
Not
so
enough.
many, like at least 100 people, guys. Come on.
Oh,
Obviously, that's
At least
exaggerated.
100.
The other three guys. Yeah, guys, no, we have. We promise we have. Like so many people have been. We've murdered so many people.
I'm gonna lean over to Fallow. Fallow, what do you think?
I think we should rob them.
What?
I think you're right, Fallow.
You
Give
know?
money.
Think of it as sort of a interactive educational experience, lads. It could be very easy. You could just give over your goodies, or we could take it.
One of them near the back, who's very nervous because you are kind of a big guy, fires off an arrow and he does miss. Very shaky hands and such.
I
if
see
you
you
wanna roll
come
into
from the
initiative.
path of pain.
Okay,
Initiative, let's
Go ahead.
go.
roll me initiative.
Um,
Oh, let me get your names written down and everything. I don't have a document for this.
I rolled. I see you chosen the path of pain. I rolled a 14.
14,
I rolled a 10.
Hold on.
10.
What is
18.
my?
Oh no, Matt's gotta
fucking
find his dice.
15.
15. Okay, let me roll for the. Oh shit. Okay. I rolled it for them. Okay. Vesper, reroll your d20. This isn't gonna change your number, but you match with someone else. And Vire, please reroll me the d20.
Let's see. Got 13.
15. Vesper?
Oh, sorry. Nat 1.
Oh,
Hey.
fuck.
So top of the party is. What did you say you got again, Vire?
I'm sorry, 13. 13.
13. God damn. Mm, 2. Sorry,
Are we
bear
the
with me,
bad
just a moment.
guys?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel it. All right.
Bad is
So let me-
really
So let me-
That is-
subjective.
It's such a subjective. What do you mean bad?
I mean, is it bad to
boy.
rob
Wait.
the guys who were going to rob other people?
I mean, if we had a card, they would have robbed us, right?
Yeah, they sure would
think
have.
you know what? I think they do call that the double negative clause, from what I've heard in the few court trials I've been a part of. And I think we're justified in this.
I
The Good Samaritan Act.
Put it
We're
this way,
cleaning up
Draven.
crime.
But you were gonna rob us.
Well, we're great. We gotta take our
Oh,
reward
we're
somewhere.
still going to rob you after we kill you.
You think the government's gonna pay us for doing this? No, we have to find our own gold in this, and that gold, I assume, is on you.
No, we have to go back to the Bandit Guild and report this and our
Oh,
rates.
you're
for
not
being
going
it.
to make it back.
Yeah,
you
you're
won't
not.
make it back.
They'll kind of look at you. The first
You
bandit.
shot your arrow at us.
And I'm just going to like slink up a little bit, like, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you report us, I will find out every dirty secret that you have and air it out to the town. Do you understand me?
The bandit at the front, standing the closest to Draven, is getting a little. No, actually, sorry. Yeah, Bandit 1. Bandit 1 is closest to Draven, kind of gets a little nervous, and is going to just go ahead and take a swing with the scimitar, kind of reeling back, going, I think I'll be robbing you instead. And laughs himself very confident with a 12. Does a 12 hit?
It just misses.
Okay.
Draven just takes a bit of a step back, and it just maybe just grazes his kind of like his little forest trail he has going on his exposed abs. And I'm sorry, not abs. He has a bit of a gut, but it just trims a little bit of the hair he's got going on there. And
Yeah. How'd that feel, huh? Bet you don't want no more of that, huh? He's kind of really trying to hype himself up for his bandit friends.
Wimp.
I just want you to know, we're going to count to 5, and after that, there's no takesy backsies.
Did that plant just talk?
It's rude.
Plant where?
It's
He's not a
That's-
plant.
That is definitely a plant. That's a cactus.
Do not
He's
make
like-
him angry.
he's like, God damn succulent, you idiot.
One of them from behind the guy goes, "No, that he is right. That is a succulent, technically." Oh, my bad.
You racist.
Thank you.
Vesper, it is your turn while all this talking is going on.
It's my turn?
This is really the
Yes.
best bandit fight I've
I'm
ever
so
been a
sorry.
part of.
I missed that this whole time. I was just listening to everybody chit chat. I was having a
Oh
great
no,
time.
I didn't tell you. I was letting it go on.
Oh,
But the bickering can go back and forth. If you want to bicker with them as well, be my guest.
no. Who is closest to me?
They're all a little further. The closest is right now is technically Bandit 1, who's standing right in front of Draven. They're all kind of like in a baseball diamond shape right now.
And he's like right on Draven.
He's right next to Draven. Because
Okay,
Draven
so-
to take a step back. There's a bit of a gap there.
Did you say he's like within 5 feet of Draven?
I think. Draven, how far are you? Are you about 5 feet away, or?
I'm like right up next to that dude who just tried to
Okay.
stab me.
All right.
Or second
So
slash me.
I am going to make my way on over to Bandit number 1, and Vesper is going to just kind of go with both of his daggers. And the first one is an 18 to hit,
18 does hit.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
and then the second one is an 11 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, that first one does. And I'm also going to use my sneak attack damage since my ally is within 5 feet.
Okay.
Nice.
That is 5 plus for 9 damage.
9 damage. This bandit already that pours a lot of the that hit draws a lot of blood out. And the
I
color in
kind
his
of like
face just
stab the
vanishes.
dagger in, and I make sure I pull it a little to the side to cut open.
He goes, very awkwardly. But he's now bleeding a lot. He looks very pale. Next up in initiative is Fallow.
Yep. Okay. All right. Fallow is going to take a swing with his greatsword at the nearest guy.
Okay. Closest to you would probably still be Bandit 1, or you can kind of circle in and kind of start going with the other ones.
Yeah, I'll go at the next one in line. Why not?
That'd be Bandit 2, there's on the left and the right. There's Bandit 2 on the left. Bandit 3 is on the right.
Let's go to the one on the left.
Left, so Bandit 2. Okay.
All right, that is 16 to hit.
16 does hit.
Okay. Rolling damage. That is 10 damage.
10 damage. How do you kind of cut into
DeFallo just like kind of holds his greatsword up and like starts to fall back a little bit, and then just like slams his little cactus foot down and bring it down over him, like cutting across the shoulder.
This man is basically on the last steps of his life. That sword swing took it out of him. He's breathing a lot heavier. The cut kind of went straight across the chest and everything. Good job.
Thanks.
Let's see. Next up is Draven.
Out of the two that have not been hurt yet, which one is there one that looks like a little bit weaker, maybe scrawnier, a little bit more malnourished?
The one at the back of the diamond is Bandit 4, who is the one who shot the arrow at you as well.
Draven like begins to reach for his rapier, kind of leaning on his old violent ways, and he pauses and he takes a deep breath, and he kind of, as opposed to going from like a kind of a square like position, he kind of, looks over, and he bats his big ox lashes, and he says, "Hey there, Pipsqueak, you're a hot young thing like you doesn't deserve to be in a bloodbath like this. What do you say you swap sides for us?"
Stop flirting with him.
And I'm gonna cast Charm Person on him. So it's a DC 12, and he has advantage on that Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What did you get? Oh, I've rolled.
You have rolled for him. Yeah, it's a DC 12, and he has advantage.
He has advantage.
It's because we're in combat.
The bandit has advantage, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, he rolled a nat 20 in his first roll. He said, "Are you coming on to me right now?"
All right, kill him, and I'm going to give a bonus action. I'm going to give a bardic inspiration to who's up next in the initiative?
Next up is going to be Vire.
Yeah,
who's the last of
Vire.
the player characters.
Vire, I say. He gets kind of flustered, but he says, "No, Vire, you got this." And he gives you like, he finger guns you, and you get an extra D6 on one of your next rolls in the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
Thanks.
You kind of hear one of the other bandits turn to that one and go, "I think he was definitely coming on to you." I know.
I'm too good at this now. I've had too much practice.
Okay. Also,
I can't break another heart today.
Let's see. Next up is Bandit 3, who's on the right of you in that little diamond. And he's gonna go. Oh, who's closest right now? I think it's technically Draven.
Yep, I'm up in the front.
No, actually, I'll have him kind of pull out his crossbow and kind of aim down Vesper, who he's not quite happy with some of the words that were exchanged.
Okay. Well,
He's gonna go ahead and fire off a crossbow bolt. Does a nat 1 hit?
no.
Okay, so he's kind of fiddling with it, slapping it a bunch. What's going on? I knew I should have gotten repaired.
What's wrong? You can't get your crossbow's not working?
No, it's working. And he points it down, and as he starts to kind of like, drop it and kind of start talking, it fires off, hitting himself.
Oh.
He
That
goes
was a really good shot.
Good job.
He's kind of sweating because it does hurt a lot, but trying not to play it off like, that's fine. I could power through anything here.
Oh, this
Hey.
poor kid.
You're so strong and tough.
He kind of blushes with red, feeling very embarrassed at this point. Next up is Vire.
Right, me. That's me. I'm still getting used to the names. Like, who am I?
Same.
I'm like listening for Wisteria, and it's like, no, that's not who you are anymore. Not today. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see what my options are here. Do I have? Mm. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use uh let's see who's closest right now.
That's technically Bandit 1, who'd be close to you guys.
How's he doing? Is he doing bad, terrible? Is he
He's doing very bad.
That's not the one that shot himself in the foot, did he?
That's
No,
the
that's
one that I
Bandit 3.
slashed open.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you did that to Bandit. What did you do?
Bandit 1, I did 9 damage too. So whoever's
That
missing
is
9 damage.
that is true. My bad. Yeah, Bandit 1.
Okay, so you did some double damage to Bandit 1, so then we also have Bandit 3, and then we also have 2.
There's also 4, who's at the back of who's kind of the smallest one, who hasn't really gotten anything done to them.
Okay, how far is number 4?
Number 4 is he's only a few feet away from the others. He's really not too far, but he's kind of tucked behind them, kind of trying to hide as he is the kind of smallest of the entire group.
It's like, I would feel guilty for this, but hey, we're not going to give any opportunity. So I'm going to use the dagger, and I'm just going to go ahead and just lob it.
Go ahead.
All right, so let's roll. And it is an 18.
18 does hit.
And as far as damage says 11.
Okay. Well, how do you do this with the bandit?
So I just kind of lean over and be like, all your friends are kind of taking some damage right here. It's very unfair for you to just sit there on the side and not, just watch all this action happen. So I just take my dagger and just pull it out and just fling that shit as hard as I can and be like, we're just gonna take it before it becomes a big issue. And as it hits him, it's gonna hit him like right dead in like his shoulder area there.
Well, it looks like you hit an artery, because he collapses dead.
Like, oops. What's
Good shot.
Nice
And then
go
I'm gonna-
there.
And I'm gonna turn to the other one and be like, "That's how you actually aim."
Throwing arm.
The one-
good.
The one with the arrow in his foot kind of looks down. That's how you aim.
You'll be next if you want to keep doing that.
He looks over, sweats a little bit. Okay. Well, the last person in initiative is now. Yeah, dead. So Bandit 1 kind of still kind of a little woozy now that a lot of blood has kind of left their body. Takes a swing at Draven.
You
Draven
better
does a
hit this
5 hit.
time. Nope.
At this point, it seems like almost the blood loss is affecting kind of his swings.
Buddy, you're not getting out of this one. If you stop now, we might consider mercy.
You've already
No.
lost one of your friends.
Too deep in. Stop now. And he kind of gives you like a very sad swing. The blade does connect on like the side of it almost. And he kind of just drags it along.
He slaps my pec.
Ugh.
There's a
He-
little,
like,
there's a little ting as the piercing hits the metal.
It's like we're in the background kinky.
Do you give up yet?
You think I'm a newbie to knife play there, kiddo?
He seems very out of it. Like he's struggling to hold on. Vesper, you're up.
Okay. So Goblin 1 is still alive, yes?
Bandit 1 is still alive.
Or sorry, Bandit 1.
They can be goblins as well if you want.
No, I mean, I'm gonna take a little swing at him. Just one.
Okay. Oh, you wouldn't want to overkill him this time, right?
Oh, yeah, that was a nat 1. So I'm gonna use my long rest, my well-rested status and reroll that.
Go ahead.
And that's an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
All right, and Draven is still here next to this bandit as well.
This is Bandit 1, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Vesper,
Okay.
I thought honestly you were just another pretty face in the club. I didn't know you had it in you.
Oh, I've got lots of secrets, Draven.
He does. I'm still finding them out.
That's 8 damage.
8. Well, he's dead.
Okay, so
How do you do it?
I look at Draven and I say, I have a lot of secrets, and then I'm gonna just stab and then pull the knife down, and then I'm gonna turn and when I turn away from where I'm at, what other bandits do I see?
It's Bandit 2, who's the one who's about. He's like looks worse off than the one you just stabbed.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
currently got a great sword lodged in him. So.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
up to that one, and I'm going to use my second, my 2-weapon fighting second attack.
Mm.
And oh my god, another nat 1.
So, despite the fact that he is very much on the cusp of death, do you stab in or do you kind of overhand stab?
I try to go for an overhand stab.
He does a very weak kind of slap away of it. But this end, the kind of like with all the momentum you have, kind of cuts your own leg a little bit. Not bad.
Oh, so he like knocks it and my arm just keeps going.
Yeah.
All right. So do you want me to roll the damage on myself?
Yes, please. Or
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
Okay. Oh, it did a lot of damage.
How much damage did it do?
It hurt.
He hit the artery.
Yeah, I'm bleeding real bad.
I forgot I can't ask you for exact numbers. Okay.
I mean, you can. I rolled 5 damage.
It almost is not. I guess dying breath. He goes, "Heh, got him."
Oh, that pisses me off. I just look up
Vesper.
at him and I am glaring daggers.
And it's like Vesper, no damaging the merchandise.
Next
That
up
one's
is
gonna leave a
Fallow.
mark. You're muted.
Fallow, you're muted.
Got it. So the guy I've got my sword in is still alive currently, or
He's
Mhm.
that's the one who's
Missed and
walking
hit
the
myself.
knife.
okay.
I hit myself instead.
Unfortunate. Yeah, I'm just gonna swing again.
Go ahead.
All right. That is. I think that's a +5 to hit. Hold on. It is. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. And what
Oh.
happens to him?
Yeah, no, we'll just say Fallow doesn't even like get the sword all the way out. He just kind of like starts to back it out a little bit, like trying to pull his entire weight back to pull the sword out, and stumbles a little bit, and it just goes slamming back into the guy, and it cuts a little bit deeper, killing him.
The face kind of stops with a face of shock as it all kind of hits. He's essentially dead. But right before he hits the ground, he kind of falls back. He kind of trades one more look with Vesper and gives a very smug smile. And then falls
Oh,
back dead.
I hate this guy. I hope you rot in the hells, bro.
Okay. As let's see, 3, 4. Draven, your turn is up. And there's only one bandit left, the one who shot himself in the foot. And he's looking a little nervous. He says, truce?
My friend, you've already committed to this path, and I would be remiss if I were to stave you off from it. I truly
Wait.
think conviction is what most real people need. And I draw my rapier, and I don't slash at him, but he's a decent amount away from me. So I point my rapier as like almost like a lecture like pointer, and I say, "Those boots with those leather pants and chaps, and is that a tin can for a pauldron? You're looking at minor illusion. There's like a little spotlight on me as I kind of pose. I say, pretty fucking tacky, and I cast vicious mockery on him.
You'll never see
Okay.
it coming. Just like fucking Persona freeze
Yeah.
frame, like.
the sword being held very, very suggestively. He has to pass a DC 12 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. He does pass it with an 18.
Fuck.
Damn.
Okay.
L.
Then nothing happens.
Okay.
You just
Um,
pose dramatically at him. I
You're
love
so
it.
right, though, Draven. It's a
Does-
fashion crime.
I have a confession.
Then
What is your
Oh.
I'm
confession?
sorry. Yeah, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say you do your thing first.
He goes, "In the truth, I'm just an actor. I don't even want to be a bandit, but I was cast in Bandit the Musical."
That's even fucking worse.
What?
All actors
Theater
are
kid.
liars. And
So-
if you would allow me as a bonus action with 2-weapon fighting, I'm gonna walk up and just punch him.
Go ahead.
Why does everybody have 2-weapon fighting? Are we all
well,
fighters?
We do.
I'm a
Actually,
rogue.
Yeah,
Oh,
everybody
okay.
does. I'm gonna
Oh,
roll
right, you
just
had
straight
sneak attack.
D20. That's a 9. I go over and try to sock him.
I'll say at this point,
I'm rolling like
I'll
shit.
give you, no, I want you to roll with advantage just because at this point he looks very defeated. He's like very much trying to like get you to not want to attack him anymore.
That's a 6.
So he kind of uses his moves to kind of just duck and weave it. It's an impressive duck.
You
Still
took
like
some
that
stage
drunken
combat
wushu.
classes, didn't you, boy?
He goes, "Oh, I did more than that. I performed the stage combat classes for them all."
You fucking
And he
actors are all the same.
And he redraws his sword with a little bit more life in his eyes now,
God damn
feeling
it.
like he's like, I can pull through this now. And I'm gonna have him pull his light crossbow and he goes, "Watch, a real flair for the theatrics." And he fires a bolt over at Vire.
Wow.
Does a dirty 20 hit?
Oh my
sorry,
God.
does an 18 hit?
A what?
Like,
Does an 18 hit?
20 hit.
Yes, yes, it does.
Who did that?
The I know you eat shit, but I want you to tell me you eat shit question. Yeah.
I had to do it, Roman, because you did that to me last night during our one shot.
That wasn't me. That was CG. No, it was Lemon. Does a 34 hit?
Does a 34 hit? What
Just
was
to wait till the
rolling a
final boss.
34?
A 34. Wait a dang
No,
minute.
not
Or
you.
was not rolled. It was a
But there's an
Okay,
example. The 20.
I was gonna say that's what I make
two points of piercing
gods roll. Like,
holy shit.
Wow.
The arrow
I
kind of
guess it-
flies in, kind of just hits you in the shoulder, and it doesn't feel very good.
Like,
It doesn't feel very good.
looks like this is a
it's a
karma.
little uncomfortable. Yeah, yeah.
It's a little uncomfortable.
It's like
But at this point, he's kind of hop back forward. He's back in his feet. He's like, "Oh yeah, you're all going down now. I'll show you what a real actor can do." And Vire, your turn is up now.
sitting there like you shot me. Out of all the people you could have shot, you shot me.
Yeah, I've shot everyone else, at least at everyone else, I think. And he
Not
thinks
me.
back. What?
Nope.
You're up next, Cactus Man.
Yeah, try me.
You dirty Diglett, which does not exist in this universe.
Dirty Diglett.
You,
He
You-
burrows.
you fucking thespian.
It's like I'm not gonna pull
Hey,
that
hey,
out.
whoa. That's whoa.
Whoa.
You're like, calm down there, sir.
A little homophobic there.
That's like, oh dang, because I already threw my dagger and I never even got it back. Shoot.
I mean, you can. I think you could probably walk around him, right?
He's at to the far right. You killed Bandit 4. If
I
you go
did.
around to the left, I think he's about out of range. If you go around Draven, go left instead of right.
Beat him with your fists.
You're right. You're right.
Punch.
I'm sorry. This is a little personal. I have to punch.
Throw
It's like
heads.
I'm over there like trying to like sit there and be like, I hope this is not okay. Wait, he shot. Which arm did he shoot me in?
I'll say left arm.
Oh, it's a good thing it's not my punching arm because I'm like, you're gonna get it now, kid.
What?
You heard me.
You're gonna punch me to death?
I got an 18.
Oh, I guess you are punching to
Yeah, they
death.
are.
Jesus.
Damn.
Roll for
Brutal.
damage.
Let me see. Damage. Hold on. My bad. My dice just ran away. Why do you keep running away? All right. So
They
for
crave freedom.
damage, I know. It's a 6.
6. Okay. Yeah. How do you punch him?
Really hard.
Really hard.
So I'm just like, I'm like, my left arm's all limp as I'm walking up here, and the blood's just streaming down. And I'm like, I'm gonna make sure this hurts extra bad, and I just like cock my fist back and just wind it up, and just like sit there, clench, and just full right hook across the face, just wham,
Yes.
It connects. It's beautiful, and some of the
right in the
teeth actually come a
jawline,
little
in the
loose.
jawline, right there.
He's very dazed by that hit.
Pow, right in the kisser.
Pow. Next up is let's see, Vesper.
Okay. Is
Go
that the
ahead.
only bandit left alive?
Last person.
I'm a run up to him, and I'm still pissed about the bandit that died and gave me that like final little smirk.
Gave
So
you
I'm
the
taking
last F you.
I'm taking it out on this guy. I am just full force, like one after the other, both daggers.
What?
That's a 15
That does hit.
and an 18.
Those both hit.
So that is. And is anybody? I'm assuming if he just got punched in the face, there is another ally within 5 feet.
Sure am.
Yes.
Probably.
So that's
What are you? You already killed?
okay. I
Right.
didn't know what his health was. I'm not
Oh,
the
that's
DM.
true. He's not looking great.
So that's 10, and for the first hit, and then
Okay.
I dropped my dice,
This man's gonna fucking explode.
and then 4 for the second hit.
How much damage in total? It doesn't matter. It's
14.
like basically.
He's dead.
How do you do? What? Please describe it to me.
I am just full of fury, and I just one right into the lower back because I'm behind him, and then the other one I'm just gonna bring down and then pull them both out.
Oh my
Whoa.
god.
Yeah.
He falls to the ground.
Brutal.
The last flickers of his life flashing before him, and he actually gets a little flashback. It's him in a very American-looking high school, kind of walking down the halls.
I
He's
know his
subsequently
dying vision.
And
Oh,
he's
no.
subsequently pushed to the ground, and it's like some like big bully. He's like, "Hey nerd, you're gonna go to theater class," and he tears up a little because just you wait, I'll get the role of a lifetime, and he kind of comes back and he passes.
And we all are aware that happened.
No,
Oh,
Yeah, we all
okay.
like-
Yeah,
Did you guys see that
Fallow steps over him, is just like silly nerd, and just continues.
Yeah.
Draven's already going through their satchels or
I was
Facts or
gonna say
whatever.
Vesper is also doing the same.
It's like,
Oh, okay.
that hurts.
Oh.
Fallow is definitely not.
who are you? Let's see. Draven, you were kind of starting first. At least you said so. Which one are you kind of looting?
I'll go to Bandit 1. I look at Vesper and I give her a high five. And I say fuck actors, and I go up to Bandit number 1.
Bandit number 1 has about 3 gold coins on him. Some very worn and used gear, from what you can tell. They really weren't doing super great. These are the lower kind of bandits you can hire out. Trying to make a little coin to get really noticed. Kind of an old book that he probably just reads in his spare time.
Yeah, I take the gold coins in the book, and this is the one that had the really shitty scimitar, right?
Yeah.
I put the scimitar in his hand, and like I start to bring him over to the other bandit, and I look at everybody else. And I say, "We need to make it look like it was an inside job," and I start to position them.
Good idea.
Okay. Vesper, which one are you?
I am looting the one that I have a vendetta against.
Bandit 2, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. That fucker.
Bandit 2 has about 3 gold pieces on him.
Okay. I take him.
The man that is
Old pair
almost
of reading
cleaved in half.
glasses. Yeah. Pair of reading glasses. His you actually find his still intact bandit association card.
I take it. I take everything. The reading glasses, the association card.
Take it. The weapon he has looks pretty bad.
I want to check out the association card and see if his name's on it.
It is on there.
What's his name?
Jimmy.
Fuck a Jimmy.
And then it just has a little like smiley face right next to it. And it's very clear that this is like made on like a very cheap paper. He's like an entry level kind of guy.
I'm gonna tear it up,
Damn. Okay.
and then I'm gonna kind of sprinkle it on Jimmy's body.
Okay.
And you said he had a shitty weapon. What kind of weapon?
Scimitar.
You know what? I'll take that too.
Okay.
And it's rusty.
It's rusty. It kind of looks like it was built 100 years ago and
Oh,
left outside,
gosh.
Okay.
but you can still take it.
I'm gonna take it just out of spite.
Go ahead.
That's all.
All right. Next up, do you guys want to loot the other two, or you guys kind of?
Fallow is not doing any of this.
Okay.
I want to look over at Vire and kind of pull one of the health potions out of my backpack. Be like, you look like you might need this.
I may, it's like, not the worst, but I'm just gonna grip the arrow and just pull it out. Like, yep,
Ooh.
that's
Oh.
Oh, buddy, you got a bit of a you got a little let me come over here and let me
Please try
I'm
to
gonna
retain fluids.
it's like,
yes. I'm gonna apply some pressure to that, and I look over at the actor and I rip off I rip off. He probably has ruffles on his
Yeah.
on his shirt. I rip that off, and I start to apply pressure. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on you.
Can I say when you kind of rip his cloth off, there's a book kind of like nearly his heart almost, and you want to look at it?
Yeah, I take a look.
And
is
it's
that the one that shot me?
it's
It
the
is.
actor one, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And
like,
it just says, "So you want to be an actor?" And there's a bunch of like pages like folded and like highlighted.
How to be an actor.
Amazing.
burn this shit.
Look at this. I'll take care of this, guys. And he's like very sneakily. He puts it in his back pocket, and he goes over and casts Cure Wounds on Vire.
It's like, I'm gonna use
So,
the arrow
it's a-
and just fucking stab it into him. Like, take that, you little bitch.
You get healed for 10 points of healing.
I mean, my HP shit anyway, so yeah, it's gonna
Oh, yeah.
heal me back up to full health.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna drink one of my health potions. I think I need that.
Okay.
I forgot. I also
Like,
Oh
Fallow,
my-
you're not gonna loot, buddy? You're all good?
No, I can't get my hands in their pockets.
Oh, did you want me to check something for you?
Gold would be nice, please.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just loot one to see if there's any gold in the pockets.
That'd be Bandit 4 is the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, Bandit 3 never got looted, I guess.
Oh yeah, let
Just
me go
kind
ahead
of
and
the-
loot that fucker. Technically he did, because Draven ran off with his actor book.
Let's see. On Bandit 3, you find 2 gold pieces. How sad. Poor actors, am I right? Bandit 4, you find another book. So, you want to be a bandit. And again, heavily worn, the spine's very bent in and everything. Pages like been like folded in and everything. He has 4 gold pieces, so he was doing slightly better than the rest of them.
It's like, I'm gonna go over and look at Fallow. Here you go, buddy, and just drop the gold pieces into his open palm. There you go.
Okay. Do you actually look through the book real fast?
Yeah, I'm gonna look through the book. I'm like, what kind of bull crap is this? No offense, but like, what is this?
That's actually a very loaded term. I just want to let you know.
My bad. Okay, bunch of bogus. I'm gonna go ahead and crack open the book and see what is this anyway.
Out falls a small letter, and if you go to examine it, you see it's a written note from the owner of this book, and he says, "I'll soon be out of this life. Just one more job, and I can go home to my family."
That's pretty sad there. I'm just gonna hand it over to Draven. Like, there you go. You can have that.
Silly nerd.
I mean, they did attack us.
You did threaten to rob them.
they threatened to
were
rob
threat-
us.
Yeah, they were a threat to rob us.
They're bandits. What do you want them to do? Not
How
rob
do-
people?
How do they know we aren't
You're right.
bandits?
Reverse psychology? What do you mean?
Okay.
They should have just
Yeah.
given us their money.
They should have.
Mhm.
I think it was
All
like,
This is their fault.
10 total.
yeah.
It's like,
It was their
Alright.
fault.
It was for educational reason. We were trying to tell them how to be bandits, and it was their last lesson they ever learned.
It certainly was. Okay. I do have a question because it is a little later. Did you guys want to continue? It's about another 30-ish minutes of content. Or
Sure.
would you have to good calling it here?
No,
Um,
keep
No,
going.
that's-
Draven might have to pop out, but if you guys want to keep going without Draven,
Oh.
I'm down to do that.
If
good
you
for
want,
stopping then.
I'm
Then
good.
we
I
can
think we need to
stop.
stop. We got a decent amount
Yeah.
of time, just so we can kind of experience the whole story and everything.
Sounds good.
No person
Yeah.
left behind. No one
Yeah.
left behind.
It's
Yeah,
about 30
yeah.
more minutes.
About 30-ish minutes of content. I'll kind of speed some things.
Yeah, yeah. You
Just
know what? We
to-
can. Okay, let's keep this party going. I don't
Um,
want to.
I'm
I don't
sorry.
want to end it for.
Would
Yes.
we be
Okay.
able to take a bio break?
Bio break.
Yeah.
Of course, that's what I was gonna
Yeah,
ask
a
about.
little bio break, and then we close up this chapter.
All right.
Yes.
Let's go. All right, chat. We will be back in about 5-ish minutes. See you then. Chat, hello, we're back.
Yippee.
Anyway, Topher, it's back to you.
Yeah, so these very dead 3 bandits and 1 actor, very dead now. What do you want to do? Do you guys want to kind of continue on the trail? It's in a couple hours you will be at the place you've been actually asked to go to.
Yeah, let's kind of keep. Can we take a short rest, perhaps?
Go ahead.
Yeah. We move a safe away, like a safe distance away from the dead bodies that we staged to make it look like a murder suicide. And we like a alibi-ish distance away. And we set up a little camp. I'm hanging out. I'm taking a little breather. I have so Draven's a bard, and the instrument that I chose is something called a like in Greek imagery, like on the side of pots, there's like the 2 flutes that people play. It's called an alos. He's playing that right now, just like it's a little stress relief. He's just got, just leaning up against a stump and just kind of going crazy on it.
Going crazy on it.
He's playing Aqualung.
I had to Google that because now I want to know what that looks like.
Yeah, it looks like he's playing 2 recorders at the same time.
Oh, is that what those are called? Oh.
It's a double flute.
Okay. What is everyone else doing?
I think Vesper is just hanging out, probably also leaning against like a tree, or if there's a rock nearby, and he's just chilling and listening to the music Draven's playing.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be hanging out on the side there, just like think all the blood loss kind of just made me exhausted. I'm like, guys, I think I'm gonna go lay down for a bit.
Take a little nap.
Okay.
We got it. We'll keep our eyes out.
Fallow's going to be making everybody a little snack. He's going to take some of that weird jerky and a couple of snack vegetables and pass those out to everybody in the party.
Okay.
I immediately start munching down.
Okay.
Yeah, so does Fallow.
Yeah, Draven goes crazy on it.
Like I'm just sitting there, and then Fallow just brings it over, and just like I'm like, I smell food.
Yeah, no, you just like move your face over a little bit and just.
Just like, it's like, thanks, Fallow. Goes back to sleep.
Yeah, how's the
Alright.
weird beef jerky taste?
Yeah, what is weird jerky specifically?
So the weird part is how jerky is like very dried, You didn't fully dry it. There's a bit of a little bit. It's not gonna make you sick, but it definitely has a bit of a it feels like he started it and didn't quite finish it.
This is delicious, Fallow. I really appreciate it. And I'm
Tastes
just gonna
like
kind of
flesh.
pick around the meat. It is like flesh.
I think that's what was sold to me, so I am happy.
Huh.
That makes me wake up, and I'm just like, oh, what? And then just slowly you see the like meat. I'm like, oh. Like,
Okay.
thanks, buddy, but I think I'll warn him next time.
Fallow just kind of opens up a little bit and just drops the fucking jerky in and closes back up, and that's it. That's that.
Okay.
You guys heading back out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. So in the distance, you all start to see that the kind of this field, not many trees or anything, slowly starts to convert into like a large, kind of dense, dark forest. You can't really see too much. Trees going 30, 40, 60 feet in the air. It's impressive to see from a distance. As far as you can tell, the map is still on. You're still on course with the map, and the sun has started to set just a little bit, maybe about 5 p.m.
Those are some big trees. Y'all ever see any trees like that?
I don't get outside the city much.
I've honestly never left I mean, I've been outside of Undertow, but since I've been in Undertow, I've not left the city.
It just has everything you need. There's just really no reason to leave.
Yeah, I know. It's like, why would I go out in nature when I can mop the floors, you know?
Well, I don't mop the floors, but I get what you mean.
Yeah, no, because I mop the floors. That's my job.
And you do
That's
such a
part of
great
the
job,
year.
Draven.
And I could do better.
I agree.
So after a bit more walking, you kind of just been going through this forest, still on path. Eventually, the path kind of cuts out a little bit. There's no more like set path anymore. After a bit more walking, you believe you can almost see in the distance, like a compound. It seems that they have a large wooden, what is it? Like the body of a tree essentially have been kind of cut down and used to make kind of like a almost a fortress around something. You can't quite make it out. Would one of you like to give me a investigation roll?
All right.
Sure, why not?
Investigation.
I will make that as well.
That was a 3.
That's a
Ooh.
4. These trees are really big, guys.
We
It's
are
just,
so
like, getting to
focused on the
me.
trees.
Yeah.
12.
I have a -1,
Oh.
by the way. 16.
Okay, so Vire.
Fallow looks a little bit more sentient than normal for a second.
He has like a human face for a few seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
So you kind of look over and you can kind of tell that within these these kind of big fortress walls is a cabin, and you can kind of see a couple of people dressed in those. You actually remember what they look like, the red cloaks we talked about, kind of
Hey.
moving around there within this
Oh.
facility. You see 2 people guarding the cabin that was in. I know I described this weird, but it's within inside these kind of giant log walls, and the cabin's within those. And the 2 people guarding the front door, and a few tents off to the side, with a couple other people going in and out.
Cultists. Not good.
Yeah.
Too many.
Not good at all. So what do we do?
What is-
Sneak.
I mean, if
What if we
one of
just
them were
join
to
the
leave,
cult?
I joined a cult once. It's not as great as everybody makes it seem like.
I've had enough
Okay.
of spirits. Spirits
know-
the scary things, not spirits the liquor.
Okay. I hear you both. I
Fallow
hear your
sips pan.
side.
You still have that?
Yes.
How
Good
much
beverage.
paint do you have left?
Probably about like half that bucket.
Ugh.
We kind of cut back
Is
over
his
to
mouth just like gold?
Yeah.
we kind of cut back to Undertow, and there's a worker outside. The owner of the Golden Trident look around. Motherfucker.
Manny
yeah,
should have
back-
put it away.
Now, he should have put it away. He said, it's always been fine there.
Slacking.
How far away from the like little commune thing are we?
Yeah, so you're a decent couple, like you're about 90, 120 feet away. This is essentially, it's a small clearing for this. Like there's all the trees need to be cut down to make the fortress, but you're still within the forest.
Okay. And there's only one entrance in and out.
There is one entrance into the fortress, and then the cabin itself, couple tens.
Okay. So we have to go through the main entrance to get inside.
If you know another way in, you can.
Um
I could seduce him.
I mean, if one of them leaves, I could change in to look like their buddy. Now that I know what they kind of look like, but I mean,
Do you want to do the old come hither kind of situation? I pull them off to the side, we knock them out, you take their place.
For
mean-
all of them.
sounds like a good idea. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. What'd you say?
All right. What, you're asking me?
No, I said Fallow had said something. I missed it.
Oh, for all of them.
Look,
well, if we get in looking like the 2 of them, maybe we just blend in.
Hold, please. And Fallow paints where cuffs would be, or on his shirt cuffs. He paints a little golden stripe, and kind of like pulls his red waistband a little bit higher. And if you guys would like your cuffs turned gold to match the cultists a little bit more, Fallow is willing.
Oh, we could just say that we're interested in joining their cult.
That's
wear their
that's what
colors
I
is
was
good.
thinking.
I mean, take all the razzle dazzle out of it, I guess.
I don't have any red on me. Like the gold would look really good, but everything else is blue.
Fine. Fine. I guess we just say we want to be a part of the cult.
Gotta get the
I could
tour.
talk to him. Maybe I could see if we could get our way in. Maybe we're a traveling group of performers coming to entertain them for the evening.
You and Draven are the only two that technically can perform. I don't know.
Well, you guys would probably dance a little bit, right?
Fallow pulls out his shaker. I'm ready.
We can just say you're the singer, Vire, and then we don't actually have to perform.
Okay, I mean, we'll roll with it. We'll just roll with it. And if anything else fails, Draven, you better charm the pants off of them.
Oh, trust me, I'm already working on it. And you see, he like takes out like a little like makeup palette, and he's like very sloppily putting on like eyeliner.
I think that should
Can
be
I
I
try
slap-
and
I
help him
slap it
straighten
closed.
the eyeliner?
Oh, you don't need to
Aw.
work on perfection there, friend.
You're so right,
And I
Draven.
start,
You
I
look
start to
amazing.
confidently walk my way down.
It's like, oh
We
god,
are
he
going
has so
to
much he
die.
needs to learn.
It'll be fine.
Are
It'll
you
be fine.
sure?
No. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna hope
no.
for the best.
So we're just going in through the front door. I love this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are going to die.
Draven walks up. Yoo-hoo! And kind of does like a little waggle of the fingers.
One
I
of the
want to
guards
lean out
kinda,
from the side and also waggle my fingers.
one of
I
the guards
shake a
kind of
little.
opens the large wooden door. They're kind of very confused looking at you.
We heard that there was a enthusiastic group of religious followers of Diceus over here. We're interested in maybe getting a tour and learning a bit about the religion, maybe even signing up.
He kind of squints you down for a sec. Very suspicious of all of this. And he kind of drops down to his, like, kind of crouches down. You see him rolling something in his hand before dropping a very clear D20. Looks at it. Checks his little, like, puts a little
Incredible.
notepad. Checks the results. Oh! Oh, come on. You got, wait. You guys aren't thieves, are you?
No.
Of course not. What do I see? What number is on the D20?
Roll me an insight.
I would love to roll insight. That's 2.
2. No.
Damn it.
I'm
We're-
just gonna lean in into him, like making sure to flex your pecs a little bit more for distraction.
Yeah, I step toward the guy
I
a
don't
little
have
bit,
much to flex.
and I go, "No, I am a cactus."
He doesn't. He's really confused. He's like, what?
We're not thieves,
Oh.
my friend.
Wait,
We're not
like we could
Okay.
be thieves? No, absolutely not.
We're just interested in your patron.
We're unsigned pilgrims, if you will.
Okay, well, come on, and you got to get some wristbands right at the start. There are certain sections you can't go to. You get your complimentary D20 at the front.
Oh,
He kind of
beautiful.
brings you in, and he kind of gives each of you like a wristband. You get like at a club almost to show like you're a visitor's pass. Hands you like a real cheaply made out, almost out of like a poor stone, little D20 painted red.
Oh,
This
That's
is
pretty nice. Is yours made out of metal? Where'd you
Oh,
get that
well,
one?
I'm a tier 5 in this, so
Oh,
you know.
Gotcha. You get the better
you
swag.
really got to work your way up. It's not easy. So let me give you the tour.
Sure.
And he kind of just walks around. Very enthusiastic that there's some new recruits here, as their numbers have not been doing great.
So how many other followers are there in this establishment, would you say?
Let's see. With me, that'd be 12.
Oh, 12!
oh.
Oh, and some of us are some of the best mages around. And you can kind of
Cool.
see like a mage off shooting like a stream of fire just from his fingertips. Just really having a good time, as they're kind of just seem to be guarding this place.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Right on. Can I make a investigation check just to kind of keep my eyes out for that healing stone, or like listen,
Yeah.
listen into conversations.
Actually,
Yes.
oh yeah, roll investigation.
That's 9.
9. Okay, so you don't see a stone, but you do hear a bit of chatter from some of the people in these tents. Can you guys actually everyone give me an Arcana check?
Oh,
Sure.
Ooh,
oh,
19.
19,
18.
18,
2.
2.
also 18.
So, everyone except Draven, below your feet, you begin to feel this powerful magic far below you, and you, for a moment, can almost feel like it's tugging at your soul for a little bit. You've never felt something like this before, but you can tell it's powerful. Draven, you're like, huh. There's a bit of a pull at your feet, and you're like, oh, what is that? I'm gonna kick
I'm
away.
gonna look around and be like, do you guys feel that?
It feels a little.
But I want to
uncomfortable.
whisper it.
Yes.
It's like it's making me feel weird, and I keep like shuffling from left to right on my feet. Like I don't like it.
I'm gonna kind of look around the camp and see if I can kind of pinpoint where would be an entrance to get, because I can tell the magic's coming from below me to kind of get underground.
Yeah, you can tell it's coming from underground, and it's far, like quite a distance below.
Yeah, I want to look around camp and see if there's like a point of entry down underground.
Go ahead. We kind of walk around. Roll me
DM.
investigation. Yes.
Could I potentially take up root here and see if I can feel where it is below us?
Go ahead.
Ooh.
You would
I
need to
also
find
got
a
a
spot.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. Investigation turns up nothing, but you think it is odd that they seem to be guarding this old cabin. This place looks run down, but they do seem to be guarding it pretty heavily. Not Draven. Fallow, you kind of find a place to take root, and you kind of start to take root. And usually these roots can go on for quite a while. Desert, deep water. And these go on for a while. About 10, 15, eventually 20 minutes pass, and you eventually hit something that is no longer soil. It's a hard substance of some kind.
Can I potentially grab it with my roots?
It's like a wall almost.
Oh,
You can try to push it, but I would make you do a strength check with disadvantage.
yeah, let's do that. Okay. That's a natural fucking 20. Let's hope
That's a
I do
natural
that
20.
again. That is a 16.
16. With 16, you're eventually the root kind of giving enough pressure, pushes this out, and you realize if the root kind of lowers a bit more, the air temperature very much changes. It's very cool almost. Almost like a cavern of some kind.
Okay, is there anybody around me?
Not yet, or not right now. Everyone's kind of talking right now. Everyone else is still kind of getting the tour. They kind of assume you're a plant, and then you just needed to like sit there for a little bit.
I'm thirsty. Yeah.
So like, oh, okay, you just wait. You want some water? We have some water.
No, I'm getting it myself. Thank you, though.
They're very uncomfortable. They just don't really know how to like talk to you.
Yeah, their floorboards start to separate a little bit as the roots go down.
But an odd thing eventually happens. You guys are all quiet. You kind of, formulate your plan, and you start to hear a big boom. Roll me a history check, all of you.
Oh,
History.
Interesting. That's
uh-oh.
2.
That's not
2.
great.
Okay.
Raven's just
12.
Raven's have like a little loading screen, like spinning
You're having
thing.
my luck with rolls.
11.
I think I just
11.
had a stroke.
Vire, what did you get?
Does anybody else smell toast?
Vire and Fallow, you both recognize this as the sound of a dragon flapping its wings very hard and very close.
Oh, fuck.
It's like sit there and I'm gonna pause and be like, oh shit.
Followed up by what you believe to be a dragon's screech, and then blasts of fire from the far side of the wall, furthest from the cabin. Kind of like you can almost see him over the wall. And the
Oh,
cultists start to
good.
freak out.
It's
They
like,
essentially start manning stations, running out. The only ones that stay are the 2 guards at the front door.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I'm
I'd like to
gonna.
approach the guard
Oh,
at the door of the cabin.
Look, what? I'm sorry?
Approach the guard at the door of the cabin.
Okay, they're very nervous. They're sweating. Is that a dragon? You can hear them talking, speculating what's going on out there.
Hi. So we were here on a tour. We're actually joining the cult, and we were told to come here to you because they need your help to fight the dragon, and we're going to stand guard. And they told us nobody goes in the cabin under no circumstances.
Roll
And I want to try to
persuasion.
persuade them. Yeah.
Okay.
That is an 18.
They're
Nice.
without asking very few questions. They don't even really verify your little wristbands anymore. They basically just book it outside,
They're panicking.
and you're the only person inside the facility.
I'm inside or like in the like commune.
Yes, not inside
Okay.
the building.
I want to try and flag down my party and kind of wave them over.
There's a room beneath us.
I think we get in through here.
All right. Can I go ahead and take a look around and see if they have an extra uniform laying around?
Yeah, there's like you ever have when you go to school and they have like a shirt, box full of shirts. They have it like with that with their robes just off to the side.
I'm like,
Kind of flip
This
through
is-
it and you like size, you're looking for like your size or whatever.
yeah, I'm gonna just grab this. So I'm gonna flip through, find my size, and put it on. And like, trust me when I say this is going to come in handy later.
Okay.
Wanna
All right. Do you guys want to?
Walk in the cabin.
Okay, everyone head inside.
That's good.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, sure.
You kind of get inside and you immediately smell the wood is rotted away. The place is old. It is not been taken care of and not been kind to by the years past.
It's like, oh, it's that dank stank.
Mm-hmm.
Could use a little bit of remodeling in here.
I want to take a look around.
Take a look around. Without even rolling, because it's all basically a one room.
Mm-hmm.
It's an old place. Actually, roll me an investigation.
12.
12. With a 12, you notice a picture that seems to be oddly preserved throughout all of it. It seems to be a man and a woman, and you can't quite make out the face of the man. It seems like that has been worn away. But it does stick out as being somewhat well preserved in all this passing of time.
Kind of weird that everything else looks the way it does, but that picture looks brand new, right, guys?
It
Yeah,
must
that
be
seems a little
laminated.
off.
I'd like to check out the painting a little bit more in depth. I approach it. I see if I can like notice like particular strokes, like paint strokes. I look at like what kind of paint has been used. So give it a little sniff. Just whatever it takes.
Oh, do you touch it?
Yeah, I touch it.
Okay. Well, you touch it, and you're flooded with a very quick vision almost. It's of you're taking someone's perspective, but it's it's you and the woman kind of it's a flash, it's memories, it's walking the beach, smiling, kind of looking out at the sunset, and you're kind of brought back into everything.
Oh, that was trippy. I don't recommend doing that.
What
I
happened?
won't.
I got a weird memory, sort of like I was there, but I was here. I was on a beach with a woman.
As you kind of say this, it seems like you triggered something, and you start to hear some kind of gears turning and start like some shifting in the floor a little bit. Kind of in the center of the room. It's currently covered by a large carpet.
Hmm.
I look underneath the carpet.
And you find an open hatchway.
It's like,
Oh,
oh, lovely.
it was open?
It's open now.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Scary.
It is a
Walks
all you
right
tell is
over
it's
the
the
carpet.
just no, it's like a long staircase almost, incredibly dark, and it's hard to see.
Ooh, I want to cast Dancing Lights. I am an astral elf, so this is one of my racial abilities.
Okay.
And it's a concentration spell. And I
Okay.
can create up to 4 torch-sized lights and make them appear as torches, lanterns, or glowing orbs for the duration. And I want to kind of just light them up down the staircase.
Okay, you want to follow?
Yeah.
Okay,
If it
everyone
looks
going?
safe.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, hey, twinsies. We both have that, the dancing light.
Let's go.
You kind of head down this, and you start to realize it's a pretty long walk. For such a small cabin, this is a very large scale operation. These are like stone steps and everything. Only after about 10 minutes do you finally kind of see a light in a room with a little archway at the end of the stairs.
So who wants to go first?
Fallow just keeps walking.
Oh, I
That
love that
answers-
guy.
He's just all action, little talk. I'm gonna go ahead and follow behind Fallow.
I take up the rear.
Okay, yeah, I'll go behind Vire.
So, Fallow, you kind of get in first, and you kind of look around, and the light kind of blinds you for a moment because it is very bright, or not bright, but
Flashbang.
it's torchlit, I should say. But you look around, and this room is colossal. This room has like massive, like marbled pillars all around it. And in the dead center of the room, this room is at about 90 feet long from one end to the other. You see there is a kind of a podium at the middle with a little rock in the center.
Yeah, I just walk straight up to the podium with the rock unless somebody's stopping me.
I'm not gonna stop him, but I'm gonna walk in and kind of hug the wall towards the back.
Okay.
Just want to kind of keep an eye out.
I yoink that shit.
Without even like even checking, you can tell that this thing has a crazy amount of power. Like even holding it, it feels like energy is flowing through your body. You can kind of think like when your something goes to sleep and you start to waking up and it's all that like all those like
Oh, the tinglies.
pins and needles, and
Yeah.
needles.
Yeah.
As it kind of feel it. But you can feel this thing is a crazy powerful artifact.
Like, is this what we felt earlier? And I'm like trying to look around where Fallow's root came in through the roof. I'm like, I'm pretty sure this might be it.
You do see a smashed brick on the floor. The little guy had quite a fall.
It's like, yeah, that sounds about right. This is it.
Yeah, I just like hold it in my two little cactus hands and just start walking back.
Okay. As you start to hear this, you start to hear two sets of footsteps coming down the stairs.
Mm.
They're very light, but getting very close.
I'm gonna
first step-
hide behind the stairs case if I can, or the ladder where we came down with my
So it's
rapier,
basically-
ready to go.
It's like a stone stairs and then like an archway into the room.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Is there? Yeah, I guess I just kind of I try to look as innocent as I possibly can. I look like I got like lost on the way to the bathroom, like that kind of vibe.
Okay.
Fallow is still holding the rock like this.
You got the footsteps are getting close, but they're not very. There's no rush to them. Just kind of like a, about 10 seconds till they get to the ground level. What do you want to do?
Shoot.
9.
This would be a good time
8,
to shape shift into the
7.
leader.
Are
Since
there
I'm just
any
a
like
little-
shadowed areas? I'm gonna hide in a
I'll just
shadowed
pass.
spot.
You can hide behind one of the pillars that is kind
Okay.
of. They're more pronounced out.
I'm gonna hide.
5,
Yeah, I'm gonna hide.
4.
Draven's hiding with everybody else,
3.
I guess.
I pocket
2.
the stone and I just root down.
Okay, and 1. And in front of you stands. Has his name written down. Galor,
Uh-oh.
stick in hand, and he kind of looks at I just called him Cackney. My bad. Fallow. As the my name a character I made, but he looks at Fallow. Excuse me. I didn't quite catch your name earlier. Actually, have you succeeded in retrieving the stone?
I am drinking.
Okay. Are your friends around then?
Hydrating.
You sure are. And he's kind of looking around the room, trying to see if he can find anyone. Can you guys give me a stealth roll?
Yeah, I'd love to. That's my favorite thing to do. That is... It's one of my favorite things to do.
Totally a
Uh,
22.
22?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
13.
Bless you.
14!
14. And
Woo-woo.
what was yours?
13.
Oh, 13. Yeah, I'll say, yeah, he looks around very confused and he starts to approach Fallow, kind of expecting him almost, looking him over. So, did you find anything down here?
Fallow kind of like lifts himself up a little bit. Trying to look like he just finished taking a long drink. And he looks at him and says, "Oh, why are you here?"
Well, I came after it took you guys a while to arrive. I was getting worried.
There were like a lot of guys outside.
When I came by, the guards had all been dispersed.
Did you see dragon? Big dragon. Many teeth.
He kind of takes a big deep breath in and is very annoyed at this point. And he says, I think I'm done. I think we're done here. Sorry, I'm trying to check something really fast.
Okay.
Okay. He reaches his hand out to you and says, I want that stone right now.
Draven's not liking where this is going. He's going to emerge out of the shadows with the rapier to this man's neck. And say, listen, you sent us to do a job. It's me, Draven, by the way, the Minotaur from the bar. You can't see I'm behind you. You sent us to do a job, and they're checking up on us? What sort of gig is this? You better start giving us real answers now.
He has his hands up and he says, you know what? I think we're all done here. And he snaps his fingers and he points up at you. And I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
I would love to. That is, ooh. Let's see what that is, actually. Maybe I shouldn't be oohing. That's a 13.
13. Unfortunately, he's cast Hold Person on you.
My head
You can no
explodes.
longer-
Oh.
Just goes, I'm done. Bah! No. So you are paralyzed for the
Wait,
duration, which is about...
I'm paralyzed with my blade up to his throat, though, right?
You are. And he's kind of like, well, this is an unfortunate predicament. And he kind of adjusts his posture a little bit, kind of chucks the cane aside, no longer needing it. And the skin kind of starts to peel back almost like a like a skin of a fruit almost. And the old one kind of falls to the ground, and there stands a man with a multicolored skin. It kind of cycles through like a chameleon almost. Long white hair. He kind of looks up at you. Oh, and you were the strongest one here.
I don't know if that's true.
He is going to go for a kind of a dex saving throw to kind of get out of your grasp almost, though.
That's fair.
Can I?
He does roll it. He kind of just slides out. And he turns back to Fallow and he's like, I want my stone now, young man.
And I'm going to lean down the vest where I'm like, oh my God, what is that?
That was weird.
He says, I know a lot about cactuses. I know the bloom aren't very common in this area, but even I'd studied up on them quite a bit. And he raises his hand with a bolt of fire.
Oh, no.
Oh.
No.
Can I shoot my bow at him?
Go ahead. And you would get your sneak.
I did not get it.
Can I dump my bucket of paint on his fireball and put it out?
Wait.
All right, roll it.
I lied. I
sorry.
got an 18. I thought it
You
was
got an
a
18.
4, but it was because I couldn't see the 1.
Okay. Yeah. The roll me damage real quick.
Okay, I can do that. With sneak attack damage.
Yes. And 11. This is going on. Can everyone roll me
9
initiative?
damage.
9 damage. Okay.
And then
So where does? Sorry, go on.
No, I was like, while she's casting that, I'm going to try to cast Ray of Frost to stop him.
Go ahead.
Oh, gosh. Okay, roll the hit, please. It is, 23. Yay.
23 does hit.
All right. As far as damage does, it says 2 damage.
2 damage. Okay. Everyone else can please roll me initiative.
Sure.
4.
19 plus 2, so 21.
Oh, initiative? Okay. 14.
17.
4. Sorry. Vesper, you said 17,
Yes.
and then Vire.
14.
14. Okay. Let me roll his real fast.
Also, his speed is now reduced by 10 feet until the start of his next turn.
Thank you very much. Okay. Draven, you're up first. I will say because he was hit, The concentration has been broken, so you're free to move around again. But a
Okay.
little nervous. Or I guess,
Yeah.
I guess you know how you feel.
No,
Kind
I
of
think
regarding all this.
I think just a little nervous, and then he kind of shakes it, and he looks at him and says, "You're not getting the seductive treatment this time." And he pulls, he raises his rapier. He's going to take a swing at him.
Okay.
It's +4 to hit. That's a 19. So does that hit?
That does hit.
Cool. With a 19, he takes 9 points of piercing damage. And as a bonus action, because I'm a Minotaur, I'm going to use my hammering horns. Whenever I hit the creature with melee, I can use a bonus action to attempt to shove that creature with my horns. The creature must be no more than one size larger than you, and within 5 feet. If it succeeds unless it succeeds on a strength throw, so you need to roll a DC 12 strength throw for me. And if not, I'm going to shove him. I'm going to just try to launch him into like the nearest wall. It says I get to push him like 10 feet.
He does fail it. I rolled a 2.
Cool. So I pierce him, and then I lower my head and I thwack him just like 10 feet into the nearest wall.
So he kind of flies back,
him.
and despite taking some pretty big hits so
Stop
far,
him.
he kind of stops for a second. He's, a little bit of blood comes out, and then it all stops. And he kind of kicks himself back up, and he's very excited. He said, I haven't had something like this in quite a while.
And I'm like, guys, I don't think that's a normal old man. This isn't about his granddaughter anymore.
And he reaches up and he points first up at Draven, and then he goes 1, and then he goes to Vespers 2, Virus 3, and then he points at Fallow and says 4, and he goes, and that's the order you'll all die in.
What?
I can count.
Next up is Vesper.
One asshole.
How far away from this man am I?
You're about 20 feet away, so he has been thrown back about another 10 feet.
Okay, so I'm going to run up and make a attack with my rapier.
Okay.
And that is a 6. Does a 6 hit?
He kind of, as you stab or slash,
I go for a slash.
he kind of ducks it, almost knowing. Well, you feel like he almost knew where you were going to swing at him.
Okay.
Next up is
Oh,
Fire.
I'm not done.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not done. How you said this room was like 90 feet long, correct?
It's a large room.
Okay, so I have, as a bonus action, Starlight Step, which is like Misty Step, and I am going to use a cast of it. It's a bonus action to just reposition 30 feet away from him.
Okay.
Kind of trying to get a little bit out of his line of sight.
Okay. He can still see you, but he is also trying to focus on the other 3 people.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Next is his turn. He's gonna just kind of scan the room a bit, kind of calcs it in his head, and he looks over at the cactus, and he's not particularly happy with you, as he does believe that you have something he wants. Sorry, let me pull this up. He kind of gives his fingers a little snap, and then these 3 orbs appear above his head. You are familiar with this, as it is Magic Missile.
Oh fuck!
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Great.
So he kind of says, last chance to hand it all over, and then, die.
Wait, so I hand it over and then still die?
Yes, but it's a faster, less messy one.
Eat
Don't
shit.
do it. I've heard of this one before. He's playing the mind games with you.
Fallow gets a little tighter grip on his sword.
He does 8 damage to you.
Oh boy!
Mm.
Neat. Okay.
Oh wait, sorry. I rolled 1d3. No, yeah, never mind. I rolled the wrong. Never mind. I rolled the right. Never mind.
What?
8 damage.
Okay.
I thought I rolled the wrong amount of dice. I did. I didn't.
Yeah, the cactus ain't looking great.
Okay. Next up is Fallow.
Oh, it's me? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I take a big ol' swing at him.
Okay.
Just a hefty fucking swing. Does a 16 hit?
16 does not hit.
Damn. All right. You know,
And then
the fellow does the regular like reel back and then slam sword down, and he just kind of dodges it.
he kind of looks at you. He goes, "That's all you had."
No. Give me like
Hmm.
another 6-ish seconds.
Interesting. Okay, and then he turns back. Draven, you're up now.
I say, I look at him. And I say, "We've got you outnumbered there, you old fuck. You sure you want to do this?" And I take another lunge with my rapier. I'm gonna roll +4 to hit. That's a 7.
He's like outnumbered, but not outclassed, as he kind of spins around, letting you kind of push yourself forward.
Joke's on you. I'm only distracting you. And I bardic inspiration Vesper, and I say, "Vesper, get him." You get an extra D6 on your next roll.
Thank you.
Okay.
Also, guys, don't forget about your long rest reroll.
Mm-hmm.
That is still in play.
Oh, is it? Do we have a long rest, or that was a short rest?
Or no, it was the well rested reroll from sleeping at the inn.
Oh,
It's
yes.
not it's not the next day yet.
If you want, you can re-roll it.
Would appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's a 16.
16 does connect. Was
Yeah,
it meets?
with
No.
Yeah, meets it beats it, right?
Wait, is it 16 meets or beats, or is it
It's meets beats, which means that Matt's would have also hit because he rolled
Matt?
a
Roll me
16.
damage. I'm so sorry.
Let's go.
You
No,
got to roll
no,
damage.
rewind.
Awesome.
Fallow does Braver. If you played Final Fantasy VII before, he does the thing where Cloud jumps up, does a front somersault, and then slams the sword down, and does 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay.
Draven has never seen or played Final Fantasy, so he just stabs him with the rapier for an additional 9 points of piercing damage, and then he bonus actions Vesper after that.
Okay. Vesper, you're up. Sorry about that one,
Okey-dokey.
guys.
You're
Okay.
It's okay. You're still new to DMing.
You're crushing it.
You're crushing it.
real.
He's
Okay.
not looking great. He's taking a lot of damage at this point.
I am going to. I don't want to get up close and personal with this man because, well,
It smells really bad.
if he casted magic missile, then maybe I'm fine getting up close and personal with this man. I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna go for a double dagger attack. I'm 30 feet away. I have a 30-foot walking speed. That is an 18 for my first dagger,
Okay.
and
That
then
connects.
that is a 13 for my second one. Is the 1d6 is that one that I can add to like an attack roll like this for bardic inspiration, Felix?
Yeah, so it's a D6 you can add to an attack roll, a save, anything like that.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my d6 for this. I only got a 15. So for the first dagger attack, and just to clarify, Fallow is also there, up close and personal with the bad guy for my sneak attack damage. Okay. So that is 3, 4, 5, 9 damage.
9 damage.
Damn.
God, he's looking terrible now.
Good.
Next up
Stinky
is
old man.
Vire.
Yo, what up? Yeah.
You're up.
So I am going to hold on. Let me see what this does.
What it do?
Dude.
So I need him to make a Constitution saving throw if my next one's gonna work.
Okay.
Do it.
He rolls that. A 13.
Let's see. Hold on. Okay. So wait, if it's the same exact, does that count or no?
Meets it, beats it.
Okay. So he it doesn't affect him, or I get
It
it.
would affect him, right?
Okay, cool. Yeah, all right. So I'm gonna cast poison spray here,
Okay.
and it does 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. All right.
Oh boy.
Out of combat.
Oh my god.
The man,
Fun.
despite everything, putting up big words, kind of falls to the ground. What you know?
Is he dead? Dead?
Is he?
Spit on him.
Hop.
Doesn't
it's like a-
react.
It's a
I'm gonna
back
check him out.
Loogie.
But
Can I see if he has a pulse or anything?
as you kind of start to reach, yeah, go ahead and check if he has a pulse.
Okay. Roll medicine.
I checked
12.
principles.
Laps him.
Just fucking pierce him with my.
It was a 12
Pricks.
for medicine.
12. You kind of have trouble finding the spot to check for like a pulse. But as you kind of check, you kind of stand back up. You start to hear like you hear the second set of footsteps from earlier, and they sound a lot more metal against the
Oh.
ground. So you hear clank, clank, and then out walks what you recognize as a Warforged, glowing red eyes. Looks at the man. He says, "Oh, boss, we're going to get you back again, aren't we?" And that's where we're going to end things today.
Damn.
Oh,
Wait,
interesting.
Who is
Hey,
Metal
wait a minute.
Man?
Stay tuned for next week.
stay tuned for next week.
Well,
2 weeks.
after.
Yeah, week after. We've decided we're going to go like on a week by week, or I guess we're alternating weeks for campaigns currently. So next week we will be continuing the Duskwater campaign with all the vampires and whatnot. Week after that we'll be back to this one. Chat, thank you so much for joining. Be sure to check everybody out. Fomarchi down there, or at Fomarchi. And Sinking Flounder down over here, and Tofar Love over here. Felix doesn't have shit, so like, if you can follow him home, but like that's a little weird. Yeah,
Wait,
go
yeah, please
follow.
let better our listeners to do that, Matt. That's your home too.
They could. So that is it for this episode. Go follow everybody on everything, and we will see you next week. Tofar, good fucking shit.
Yeah, thank you very much.
See you guys.
See
Thanks
ya.
for listening. Bye.
Bye, chat.